At the beginning of the story, we see a woman asking a wounded young man to tell her where something is. Instead of answering the question, the man did his best to catch his breath. The woman raised her sword and asked the man to answer her question. While staring at the woman, the young man wondered about how no one expected this woman, who is the direct bloodline disciple of the Sword Supreme, to be so powerful. No one expected that the young woman would be powerful enough to slaughter hundreds of demonic humans in one strike. The young woman is known as the Divine Blade. Her name is Siola. Siola is the one who killed the heavenly demon who had caused the Great Orthodox Demon War. The Divine Blade grabbed the young man and asked him to tell her where the rest of the demonic humans went to. Siola asked the man to help her if he has an inkling of guilt. While looking at the woman with eyes filled with sadness, the man told himself that he definitely knows the location she is searching for. Unfortunately, our protagonist could not speak because his vocal cords have been destroyed. Of course, the real reason he could not speak was because there was a spell on his heart that binds him from saying anything. As tears flowed from her eyes, Siola told the man that this is his last chance. She revealed to him that all her comrades want to kill him right now. She assured him that she will do everything she can to save him if he gives her an answer. While crying heavily, the Divine Blade begged the young man to give her an answer. Our protagonist could not understand why the Divine Blade was so passionate about finding the other demonic humans. He wondered if she is sad because of the hatred she has for the demonic humans she could not capture. The man quickly removed this idea from his head. He realized that Siola was sad because of Jang Seon-yun, who is also known as the Meteor Blade. Song-yun is the fiancé of Siola. He was kidnapped by demonic humans. The young man smiled when he gained this realization. He found it funny that the strongest person in the world is anxious about a single man. Siola was annoyed to see our boy smiling. She threw him to the ground out of anger. She told him that she would have killed him the first time they met if she knew that he will be so vile. The Divine Blade told our boy that she regrets a lot of things. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He could not believe that Siola would say such a thing to him. He remembered the first time he and Siola met. The girl offered him something at this time. Around this time, our protagonist was a grumpy young boy and Siola was an innocent young girl. Our boy began to wonder when things started going wrong for him. He was a traitor who stabbed countless people in the back and sided with the demonic humans. Our protagonist realized that karma is finally catching up to him. Before she could walk out of the cell, Siola saw our boy doing something. The woman quickly turned around. She called out to our boy, whose name is Gu Yang-chun. She asked him to tell her what he is doing. As he slowly used his blood to write something, Yang-chun felt a muscle get destroyed in his chest. Our boy spat out a large amount of blood. The Divine Blade was shocked to see this. Yang-chun used the blood he spat out to continue writing. While struggling to move his hand, Yang-chun remembered that someone told him that his heart will explode if he goes against any condition. The moment he remembered this, another muscle got destroyed. This made our boy cough out more blood. Yang-chun remembered that this curse is the heavenly demon's demonic art, which is used on members of the cult so that they do not betray the cult. Siola quickly moved close to our boy. She asked him if he is all right. The woman realized that Yang-chun was dying because he was writing. She asked him to stop moving his hand. Unfortunately for her, Yang-chun could no longer hear her. While writing, our boy wondered if Siola would believe him if he told her that he was framed. Yang-chun knew that she would never believe him even if he had a ton of excuses. After saying this to himself, our boy finished writing the location. Siola was shocked to see what Yang-chun wrote with his blood. Although Yang-chun knew what to say, he also knew that it was already too late. He did not see what his words would change. The moment Yang-chun finished writing, he began to scream in pain as his heart slowly tore apart. After screaming for a while, our boy fell to the ground and looked up. He wondered about the kind of life he lived. He remembered when he stood next to a woman in her last moments. The woman raised her hand up and touched Yang-chun's face. With a bright smile on her face, the woman asked her brother to be happy. While remembering how he spent his life, Siola called out to our boy. She asked him if he is okay. While she was calling out to him, Yang-chun remembered how both his big and small regrets have made up his life. Our boy remembered standing next to a green-haired woman in her last moments. The woman who appeared to have been blinded apologized to Yang-chun when she realized that he was next to her. Our boy simply glared at the poor woman. While his life was flashing in his eyes, Siola called out to our boy with tears in her eyes. Yang-chun remembered how he held a woman with white hair in his hands on a rainy day. As the rain slowly fell on them, the woman asked our boy if he is crying. She raised her hand up. Yangchun assured her that he is not crying. He told her that it is just rainwater. The woman asked our boy if the moon has risen. Yangchun told her that it is still there. The woman told our boy that it is good that both him and the moon are next to her. The moment she said this, she dropped her hand and died. The moment he remembered this, Yangchun realized that his life was pathetic. He was born into the Shangshigu clan. It is a renowned clan of the Orthodox faction. Yangchun lived as an Orthodox martial artist before betraying the Orthodox faction and turning to the demonic side. The demonic cult lost the Great Orthodox Demon War, and Yangchun was tortured as a prisoner of war before he died. After he saw how his life played out, our boy closed his eyes and died. In the next scene, we see a younger Seola offering Yangchun a potato with a smile on her face. Our boy was shocked to see this. He could not believe that he had returned back to the time when he first met Seola. Yangchun could not comprehend what was happening. He was certain that he died after his heart exploded because he violated the heavenly demon's rule. Our boy was certain that his life ended in Seola's hands. When Yangchun placed his hand on his chest, he noticed that his heart was beating normally as if nothing happened. Due to how small he was and the environment he was in, our boy was able to deduce that he was in his younger self. Yangchun wondered if he was dreaming. Although he felt like he was dreaming, our boy could not understand why he would dream about the day he first met Seola. While looking at the potato she was holding, our boy remembered that he said something to the girl when she offered it to him in his past life. In the past, Yangchun knocked the potato out of Seola's hand. The girl was shocked to see this. He used his leg to squash the potato. With a horrifying look on his face, our boy called the girl a peasant and asked her to know her place. Yangchun was annoyed to remember what his past self did. Thinking that he was in a dream, our boy believed that he remembered this memory because he has a lot of regrets. With a shaky tone in her voice, Seola asked Yangchun if he does not like potatoes. The moment she asked this question, our boy took the potato from her. With a bright smile on his face, Yangchun thanked the girl for the potato. He assured her that he will enjoy it. Immediately he said this, he took a bite of the potato. Our boy began to scream. He never expected the potato to be so hot. He did not understand why a potato would be so hot when he was not in reality. Seola began to laugh when she saw our boy stick out his tongue. She found it funny that his face turned red, while our boy was sticking out his tongue. A young man in the same clothes as him ran to him. The young man referred to Yangchun as young master. The man told our boy that he has been searching for him everywhere because he suddenly disappeared. Our boy remembered the man as his bodyguard. He remembered that his bodyguard's name is Mu Yun. Mu Yun was relieved to see that his young master was not hurt. He told Yangchun that he was worried that something will happen to him. The moment he said this, Mu Yun noticed that his young master's tongue was burnt. He noticed that Yangchun ate the potato that Seola gave him. The man quickly placed his hand on his sword. He asked Seola if she wants to die. Our boy told Mu Yun that everything is fine. He asked the man to give him something. Mu Yun did not know what his young master was talking about. Yangchun asked the man to give him the honey cookie that is with him. The bodyguard was surprised to hear this. He put his hand into his pocket and took out the cookie. He told Yangchun that this is his last one. Our boy took the cookie from the man and offered it to Seola. The girl was surprised to see this. She asked our boy if he is really going to give it to her. With a smile on his face, Yangchun told the girl that this is the only thing he can give her for her delicious potato. Seola began to drool when she heard this. She revealed to our boy that this is her first time getting something that shines so well and smells very nice. Before she could accept the snack, someone called out to her. Seola turned around to see an old man who she calls Grandpa. The old man ran to hug his granddaughter and told her that she is safe. Seola hugged her grandpa with a smile on her face. The old man reminded his granddaughter that he told her to never let go of his hand. Seola assured the man that everything turned out okay. She told him that she even got some potatoes. The man told the girl that potatoes are not the problem. He asked her if she is fine. Seola assured her grandfather that she is fine. Yangchun became nervous when he recognized the old man that was standing in front of him. Seola pointed at our boy and told her grandpa that she gave one potato to him. The old man dragged his granddaughter's hand and moved close to Yangchun. He bowed his head and told our boy that his granddaughter does not understand the ways of the world, so she committed a serious offense to him. Yangchun assured the man that everything is fine. He told him that he is actually thankful to Seola. He put his hand together and explained to the old man that he was actually hungry. He told him that he is thankful that the girl offered him a potato. He explained to the man that he can only repay the favor with a honey cookie. He asked the old man if he is willing to accept the cookie. The man was surprised to hear what Yangchun said. Before he could reply, his granddaughter told Yangchun that she wants it. She stretched her hand and tried to grab the cookie. Before she could get the cookie, her grandpa picked her up and began to run. He told Yangchun that they cannot accept something so precious. He assured our boy that they will never bother him again. Our boy asked the old man to wait. Siola's grandpa was shocked to hear this. He turned around and told Yangchun that he can take his anger out on him. To the old man's surprise, Yangchun put the cookie in his granddaughter's hand. He told the man that this is his answer. Siola was extremely happy to receive the cookie. She offered our boy another potato. The old man smiled when he noticed something. He realized that Siola has found the person she is searching for. After receiving the cookie, Siola waved to Yangchun. Her grandpa bowed to our boy. When the two turned around, Yangchun stopped smiling. He let out a huge sigh. Mu Yun was surprised to see this. He asked his young master if he is feeling sick. The reason why our boy was nervous was because Siola's grandpa was the person who held the position of the Murim Alliance leader until a while ago. He is also one of the three Supremes. They are hailed as the strongest people in the Murim. They spread fear and terror amongst the unorthodox martial artists. The old man is known as Hyagun. He is also called the Sword Supreme. While watching Hyagun scold his granddaughter from afar, Yangchun wondered about why the old man came to his town. He could not believe that he was almost killed in a dream. After her grandpa was done scolding her, Siola turned around and smiled at our boy. Mu Yun told his master that they need to go back. Our boy told him that they can leave. Yangchun believed that he is ready to die peacefully now that he no longer has any regrets. To our boy's surprise, he did not wake up from anything. He walked to the doorstep of his manor. Our boy became confused. He did not understand why he was not waking up. He was certain that he would have already woken up if he was dreaming. While thinking, Yangchun wondered if this had something to do with the heavenly demon's curse. While he was lost in thought, someone calls him a fascinating person. Our boy immediately recognized this voice. He saw a young girl in front of him when he raised his head up. The girl walked up to him and told him that it is interesting that he has the guts to come to a place the clan head is coming to. Yangchun remembered the girl as Gu Yanxiu. She is also known as the Flame Sword. She is our boy's second older sister and the person who despises him the most. Yangchun was surprised to see that everyone was gathered outside because the clan head is coming. Yanxiu asked our boy to tell her what he is up to. The girl placed her hand on her brother's shoulder and asked him to screw off if he is planning something nonsensical. Yangchun hid his sister's hand away from his shoulder. Mu Yun was shocked to see this. Our boy told Yanxiu that he came because he has to be here. Yanxiu was annoyed to hear this. She told our boy that it does not make sense for someone who avoided the meeting for a long time to finally show his face today. Yangchun told his sister that it is his fault. He told her that he will apologize to the clan head later. Yanxiu became more enraged when she heard this. She called out to her brother and released her energy. She walked up to him and told him that it will be good for him if he stops any trick he is playing. The servants all became nervous when they heard this. With a look of anger on her face, Yanxiu asked her brother to not get her angry. Before she could say more, Yangchun asked his sister to stop talking. He told her that their father has arrived. The moment he said this, a man on a blood-red horse rode into the manor. The man wore a red garment and he had blood-red pupils. He also had a huge scar on his face, with a cold gaze in his eyes. The clan head asked his children to tell him what is causing the commotion. Everyone in the clan bowed their heads when they saw the clan head. The man stared at his son. He seemed to be a bit surprised to see Yangchun. Our boy raised his head when he noticed that his father was staring at him. The man stopped staring at his son and called a minister. He came down from his horse and asked the minister if he has prepared a sword unit. The minister informed the patriarch that the first sword unit has been resting after they returned. He told the clan head that the fourth sword unit is currently waiting. As he walked forward with the servants, the patriarch ordered the minister to inform the fourth sword unit to finish their preparations. He told the man to tell them to meet him once they are done. Yangchun was nervous when he saw his father's gaze. Although he did not know if he was in a dream, our boy still did not like his father's gaze at all. Before he walked away, the patriarch turned around and asked Yangchun to come to his room once they are done with their meal. Yangchun and his sister were shocked to hear this. Our boy did not understand what was happening. In the next scene, we see Yangchun and his sister eating with their father in a huge dining hall. Our boy was surprised to see that his family still had the same awkward atmosphere in the dining hall. The atmosphere was awkward to the point where Yang Chun could not tell if he is eating through his lips or his nose. Our boy began to hope that someone would talk in order to do something about the vibe. The patriarch referred to Yanxio as second child and told her that he heard she made an accomplishment in martial arts. With a bright smile on her face, Yanxio explained to her father that she has gotten a small enlightenment. She revealed to him that she reached 3-star a few days ago. The patriarch commended his child on her achievement. He told her that she has advanced beyond her age. He asked her to continue to devote herself. The girl thanked her father for his praise. Yangchun found it to be impressive that his sister reached 3-star at such a young age. Of course, our boy was not completely surprised. He knew that such a thing is possible for someone like his sister who has talent and is quite hardworking. Yangchun told himself that his sister looks good when she smiles. The moment he said this, Yanxio frowned her face when she saw him looking at her. Before our boy could take another bite of his food, his father called out to him. He asked him if he went to the streets today. Yangchun explained to his father that he had something to do. The moment he heard the answer to his question, the patriarch stood up. He asked his children to enjoy their meals. Yangchun found this to be odd. He felt like his father was going to say something to him. Our boy believed that his father will tell him what he wants to tell him once he sees him later. The moment he thought of this, a maid moved close to him. She moved close to our boy's ear and told him that his father asked him to rest for today. She revealed to Yangchun that his father asked him to come to his room tomorrow. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He did not understand why his father suddenly changed his mind. Later in the night, we see Yangchun next to a window in his room, while staring at the moon. Our boy realized that he has regressed back to the past. Yangchun clenched his fist out of anger. He realized that he finally had an opportunity to kill the heavenly demon. Our boy quickly removed this idea from his head. He knew that he was hoping for the impossible. He did not know how he was supposed to kill the person that killed the 3 supremes who were said to be above the heavens. When he thought about his life as a demonic human that served the heavenly demon just so he could survive, our boy was annoyed. He lived his life with so many regrets. Although he did not like his regret-filled past life, our boy was still able to learn many things. Yangchun decided to live a new life now that he has been reborn. He did not see a reason to stress himself since the heavenly demon will later be killed by Siola and the demonic cult will eventually disappear as well. Our boy decided to live a quiet life with his new chance. With a serious look on his face, Yangchun assured himself that he will not repeat the same mistakes he made in his past life. In order to get a smooth life, our boy realized that he had to increase his strength. He sat in a lotus position and sensed the energy in him. Yangchun was shocked to see the tiny amount of internal energy he had. After seeing how pathetic his internal energy was, our boy understood how impressive it is for his sister to be at 3-star when she is just a year older than him. Of course, our boy had a way of helping himself. Yangchun decided to train with the cultivation technique that is only passed down to the blood relatives of the Gu clan. The moment he activated the technique, his internal energy began to spin. The technique is known as the Gu flame wheel art. Once a person reaches 4-star, they will be able to emit the flaming inner energy. When a person reaches 7-star, they will be able to wrap their body in flames. Unfortunately for our boy, he was merely at 1-star. Yangchun knew that he had to gather internal energy as quickly as he could in order to polish it until he reaches 2-star. In order to live a smooth life, Yangchun assured himself that he will not borrow the power of demonic humans. He decided to focus on increasing his own power. After circulating his internal energy for a while, our boy began to feel exhausted. He grit his teeth and let go of his energy. While breathing heavily, Yangchun fell on his bed. He stopped circulating his energy because he might die if he pushes his body too hard. Our boy knew that his current body could not easily handle internal energy. He was certain that he will suffer from energy deviation if he continues to push himself. While breathing heavily, Yangchun began to laugh. Our boy was happy to see that he got some result from his energy circulation. His internal energy had now increased, and he had reached the early stage of 2-star. While looking at his hand, Yangchun assured himself that he will take things step by step. He wanted to improve in a way that isn't slow but still different from his past life. He assured himself that he will not make stupid mistakes that will negatively affect his upcoming future. The next day, Yangchun woke up tired. Our boy was surprised to see that his entire body was still in pain from the training he did yesterday. While wearing his clothes, Yangchun told himself that it is his fault that he did not train until now. Yangchun decided to go to his father's room later. He decided to use his time to train now. The moment our boy opened his door, he saw something shocking. Yangchun saw Seola at his doorstep. The girl greeted our boy with a smile on her face. In this world, a crack suddenly appeared in the sky. A man on the road was surprised to see the crack. The man's friend asked him to tell him why he is looking up. The man asked his friend if a star has always been in that part of the sky. While looking at the crack, the man saw a huge eye inside it. The man was horrified to see this. Unfortunately for the man, monsters tore through the empty space before he could react. The cracks are known as the gates of the demon realm. Each sect created a group that could fight against these monsters. These groups are known as sword units. Every sect has a sword unit. The Gu family had 5 sword units. Our boy's eldest sister, whose name is Gu Weibai, is the commander of the 5th sword unit. Yangchun spent half of his life under his harsh sister's command. It was during his time with his sister that he formally met Seola. Yangchun was certain that he was supposed to meet Seola half a year later after the potato incident. Our boy could not comprehend why the girl was currently at his doorstep. He decided to go back into his room. He believed that he was seeing things because he slept so late last night. Seola held his clothes before he could go back in. She asked him to wait. She greeted our boy and decided to formally introduce herself. Before she could speak, someone hits her hand. The person turns out to be Hyagun. The old man reminded his granddaughter that she cannot treat Yangchun like that. Our boy was shocked to hear what the Sword Supreme said. Hyagun asked Seola to apologize to our boy. The girl bowed her head and apologized to Yangchun. Our boy did not understand what was happening. Hyagun bowed his head to him and introduced himself as Waimun. He explained to Yangchun that he will be serving him starting from today thanks to his father. He assured our boy that he will move his weak body to serve him well. Yangchun was surprised to see that the Sword Supreme introduced himself as Waimun instead of Wai Hyagun. Seola introduced herself with her real name and told our boy that she will be serving him with her grandpa. Yangchun was horrified to hear that the strongest people in the world want to serve him. Our boy realized that his father must have allowed the Sword Supreme to do this for a reason. He realized that his new life is already screwed from the beginning. Yangchun greeted the Sword Supreme and asked him to call him by his name. Hyagun called our boy young master. This made Yangchun more uncomfortable. While sitting at his doorstep, our boy was shocked to see what was happening. He couldn't believe that the Sword Supreme was using a broom to sweep his house. The old man turned around and smiled at Yangchun when he saw him staring at him. Our boy felt nervous when he saw the old man smile at him. He did not know what to say. While her grandpa was sweeping, Seola received a large amount of clothes from the other maids. The maids told our girl that the clothes are too much. Seola assured them that she can carry the clothes. While she was shaking, one of the maids offered to assist her with the clothes. The girl assured them that she can carry the clothes. Unfortunately for the girl, she hit her leg on a rock and fell to the ground. The clothes scattered and poured all over the place. Seola hit her head on the ground and the bucket fell on her head. Yangchun and the others felt bad for the girl. The other maids quickly rushed to assist her. Yangchun was surprised to see that the girl was bad at chores. Our boy was certain that Seola was supposed to possess a martial arts talent within her. He did not understand why she was so clumsy. While thinking, Yangchun stood up. The moment he stood up, Seola stopped crying and walked up to him. Our boy asked the girl to finish the chore she is working on. Seola revealed to Yangchun that she was told to follow him around. With a confident look on her face, the girl revealed to our boy that her grandpa ordered her to follow him around. The moment she said this, Yangchun realized that the girl was his direct servant. Our boy quickly understood that Seola was dumped on him because nobody wanted to deal with him. Yangchun wondered if it is fair for his personal servant to be decided so haphazardly. Seola climbed on his stairs and moved close to him. The girl was helping our boy fix up his clothes. Yangchun could deal with Seola, but the pressure of the Sword Supreme was just too much for him to handle. After she was done tying his clothes, Seola asked our boy to take a look. Our boy's clothes was wrinkled. Yangchun turned around and fixed his clothes himself. Our boy wondered if his father hired the Sword Supreme and his granddaughter even after he knew their identity. He wondered if they hired Hyagun and Seola because too many servants have quit. Yangchun put on his shoes. He decided to confront his father on the issue when he gets to his room, before our boy could leave his house. Seola asked him to wait for her. Our boy told the girl that she is not going with him. He told her that she has to stay in order to get a hang of things. Seola became sad when she heard this. Our boy was surprised to see this. He walked to his gate and asked our girl to finish learning how to do her job before closing the gate. Yangchun asked Seola to do her best. He told her that he will bring her a treat. After saying this, our boy closed the gate. Seola became happy when she heard about the treat. Her grandpa was relieved to see that her mood had changed. The scene shifts and we see Yangchun at his father's doorstep. Before entering his room, Yangchun thinks about how scary the situation is. He was never close with his father, and he had never personally spoken to him. He wondered about what he should say to him. Our boy was certain that his father had something important to tell him since he was the one who called for him. Yangchun decided to ask his father about Hyegun and Seola after he hears what he has to say. While he was lost in thought, someone appeared behind him. The person asked him if he is not going to go in. Our boy screamed out and said crap when he heard the person's voice. When he turned around, he was shocked to see his father. The patriarch asked him to go in. While sitting in front of his father, Yangchun began to tremble. He could not believe that he said crap in front of the clan head. The patriarch asked his son if he has seen his new servants. Yangchun told his father that he has greeted the servants. The clan head asked Yangchun to tell him what he thinks of his new servants. Our boy thanked his father for assigning new servants to him for his convenience. He wanted to ask his father more questions, but he was cut off. The patriarch asked his son to not ask any more questions. He assured him that he will reveal the details to him in time. Yangchun accepted his father's order. Upon seeing how his father shut him down, our boy realized that his father hired Hyegun and Seola even when he knew their true identity. He wondered if the patriarch has a deal with the Sword Supreme. The clan head asked his son to not worry about minor problems. He ordered Yangchun to prepare to head out to the Unified Dragon Assembly tomorrow. Our boy accepted the order. The moment he accepted the order, Yangchun tried to remember what the Unified Dragon Assembly is. After thinking for some minutes, Yangchun remembered the kind of place he was being sent to. The scene shifts and we see Yangchun asking his bodyguard to slit his throat. Mu Yun was shocked to hear this. He asked his young master if he really doesn't want to go to the Unified Dragon Assembly. Our boy told his bodyguard that he really has no interest. The Unified Dragon Assembly is an important event where new members of the Sword Unit are chosen. It is held biannually for the sake of the Sword Unit who work in closing the gates of the Demon Realm. They risk their own lives for the sake of the Gu clan and the residents of Shangxi. It is expected that those of the Gu clan's direct bloodline would be required to attend such an event. Yangchun ordered Mu Yun to slit his throat. He assured his bodyguard that he will no longer have to go if he is dead. Mu Yun took out a scroll containing the clan head's signature. He told our boy that his father will kill him by himself if he does not go. He revealed to our boy that a man known as Elder Li will be there. Yangchun was shocked to hear this. Mu Yun revealed to his master that Elder Li promised to beat him up if he does not go to the Unified Dragon Assembly. While the two were talking, some servants were loading up the carriage. Yangchun could not believe that Elder Li was also going to be there. Among the elders, our boy believes that Elder Li is quite nasty and harsh. The old man always believes that Yangchun was expected to act with decorum since he is the only son of their family. In other words, the elders saw him as someone who is responsible for the clan's honor and prestige. Although our boy did not like the fact that the man was hard on him, he still respected Elder Li. The elder is a very busy man. Even though he is busy, he would always meet Yangchun to teach him something when he has the time. Due to the elder's scolding and punishments, our boy always tries to avoid him as much as he could. Even his father never paid this much attention to him. Yangchun said that it is amazing how he still became a loser despite all the old man's teachings. Our boy asked Mu Yun about the time they are going to leave. Mu Yun explained to his master that they will leave as soon as everyone is ready. While they were talking, we see some maids complimenting Seola. They told her that she is so beautiful. While they were talking, our boy called out to a maid known as Honghua. He asked the maid if she is not yet ready. Honghua apologized to her master. She told him that she is trying to prepare Seola. Yangchun asked the maid if our girl caused trouble again. Before she could explain herself, Seola stepped out and showed our boy her new clothes. Yangchun was shocked to see how beautiful the girl was. His face began to slowly turn red. Seola moved close to our boy, with a bright smile on her face. The girl informed Yangchun that everyone told her that she looks beautiful. Our boy faced the other side and asked the girl to tell him what this has to do with him. Even though he said this, Yangchun was also thinking about how beautiful Seola was. With a cute look on her face, Seola asked her young master if he also sees her as a beautiful person. Our boy lost control and his face turned completely red. He turned to Mu Yun and told him that they need to start going. The scene shifts and we see Seola stick out her head while the carriage was moving. Our girl was happy to be inside a moving carriage. She never expected it to be so fast. Manhwa asked Seola if this is her first time on a carriage. Our girl told her that it is. She explained to the lady that she always thought that horses are for eating. She never expected a horse to be able to run so fast. While they were talking, Yangchun stuck out his head and asked Mu Yun about the place where the Unified Dragon Assembly is taking place. Mu Yun revealed to his young master that the event is taking place at the Heavenly Exchange. Yangchun remembered that this is the most famous shopping district in Shaanxi. He was surprised to see that Elder Li put in so much effort into the event. Mu Yun advised his young master to take a nap since it is a 4-hour trip. Our boy told his bodyguard that his advice is good. He explained to Mu Yun that he could not sleep because he was training last night. While he was talking, Yangchun hears Seola explain how delicious horse meat is to Manhwa. Our boy was annoyed to see that the girl was so loud. He put something in her mouth and asked her to shut up. When she checked what our boy put in her mouth, Seola was surprised to see a sweet. She sat down and began to lick the sweet. After giving the girl the sweet, Yangchun decided to get some rest. In the next scene, we see Seola wake up our boy to ask him for more sweets. The girl soon realized that Yangchun no longer had any sweets. Manhwa asked our girl if she has told our boy that they have arrived at their destination. The moment he heard this, Yangchun raised his head up. When he stepped out of the carriage, our boy saw a beautiful, vibrant city filled with lanterns. Yangchun realized that the city was filled because the event is a big festival in Shaanxi. While our boy was stretching his body, someone comes to meet him. The man greeted our boy and asked him if he is tired from his journey. The man introduced himself as Chun Ishil. He told our boy that he is the vice merchant head of the Heavenly Exchange. With a smile on his face, Chun told Yangchun that it is his honor to meet the rising star of the Gu clan. Our boy put his hand together and also introduced himself to the man. Chun revealed to Yangchun that the first day of the event went by smoothly because of Elder Li and his sister. Chun offered to guide our boy to his room in order for him to rest. Our boy remembered his sister's face when the man mentioned her. He hoped that he wouldn't come across her during his time here. Unfortunately for him, his worry became a reality. Yangchun saw his sister on his way to his room. The girl glared at her brother when she saw him. Our boy greeted Yanxiu. The girl asked him not to greet her because she does not want to hear his voice. With a smile on her face, Yanxiu asked her brother to not cause trouble at the Unified Dragon Assembly. She told him that there is nothing more hideous than shaming their family's name. Yangchun assured the girl that he will be as quiet as a mouse. He asked her not to worry about him. Yanxiu became angry when she heard this. She told her brother that she is not worried about him. The moment she said this, she noticed that Seola hid behind our boy when their eyes met. Yanxiu was annoyed to see our girl. She told her brother that old habits never die. She asked him if he is going to behave the way he usually does at the event. Yangchun did not understand what his sister was talking about. He asked her to explain what she means. With a look of disappointment on her face, Yanxiu told her brother that people don't change. The moment she said this, she went inside her room and slammed the door. Our boy could not understand why his sister was acting weird. He apologized to Chun for causing a small commotion. The man assured Yangchun that it is fine. He told our boy that it is normal for siblings to fight. Our boy told the man that he wants to stop somewhere before he goes into his room. The scene shifts and we are taken to a large arena. Seola was shocked to see how large the arena was. She told our boy that she has never seen such a large building. Yangchun had heard that merchants measure each other's financial power through how much money they put into festivals. Our boy never expected the Heavenly Exchange to spend so much money on one festival. The event that took place today was to celebrate the sword unit and their incredible efforts. The duels will be held to pick new sword unit members tomorrow. Yangchun was happy to see that those of the Gu clan's bloodline do not have to participate in the event. All he has to do is to watch the duels. Our boy assured himself that nothing will happen because all he has to do is watch. The moment he said this, we see a huge man standing behind him. The man was also wearing the same red clothes as Yangchun. The huge man told our boy that he is surprised to see that he did not run away. Yangchun was shocked to hear the man's voice. He quickly turned around. The man stretched out his hand. Yangchun was terrified to see the man's hand coming towards him. He realized that he needed to block the attack. To Yangchun's surprise, the huge man simply pat him on the head. With a smile on his face, the huge man asked our boy to tell him why he is scared. He pat Yangchun's head and asked him to tell him why he did not run away when he saw him. Yangchun reminded the man that he promised to fold him in half if he did not come to Shaanxi. The old man was surprised to hear this. He asked our boy to tell him who said such a thing. Yangchun told him that it was the second elder. The second elder laughed when he heard this. He was surprised to see our boy talking back. Yangchun noticed that the second elder always had a strange fixation on him. He believed that this was because he is the only son of the clan head. Sola was surprised to see the huge man. She called the second elder a bear. The girl said that bears are as delicious as horses. With a scary look on his face, the second elder glared at Siola. Our girl became nervous when she saw the look in the man's eyes. She wanted to continue yapping, but she immediately became quiet when she saw the look in the man's eyes. Siola became terrified. She quickly hid behind Yangchun. Our boy told the second elder that he will scare people away if he continues to look at them with such a terrifying gaze. The huge man laughed and asked Yangchun if Siola is his concubine. Our boy was surprised to hear the question. He asked the man to take a look at Siola's clothes. He told him that our girl is a servant. The second elder was disappointed with Yangchun's answer. He told our boy that he will accept his answer. The second elder reminded our boy that tomorrow is the Unified Dragon Assembly. He asked Yangchun to go to bed immediately. He explained to our boy that he will still need to take part of the event even if he is a spectator. Siola quickly ran to the exit when she heard this. She asked Yangchun to leave with her before the second elder eats them. Our boy accepted the second elder's order. Before he could leave, the second elder called out to him. With a smile on his face, the old man swiped his hand on his neck and told Yangchun that he will do this to him if he tries to run away. Our boy immediately understood the man's threat. After hearing what the man said, Yangchun moved closer to Siola. Our girl asked Yangchun if the bear is going to eat them. Our boy told her that the man will strangle her first. Siola screamed when she heard this. While walking away, the second elder realized something. He noticed that there was something different about Yangchun. The next day, we see a large amount of people gathered for the Unified Dragon Assembly. While looking at the people lined up for the event, Yangchun explained to his bodyguard that he thought the event would start in the morning. He told Mu Yun that the event will definitely start in the afternoon. According to Mu Yun, people from the numerous clans in Shangxi, or anyone who can prove their identity, is allowed to participate. The bodyguard told his master that he never expected so many people to show up. Yangchun reminded the man that it is a big deal to be a member of a sword unit. While our boy was talking, Siola hid behind him. With a shaky tone in her voice, she asked Yangchun if the bear grandpa is going to take off her head. She asked our boy if they cannot ask the second elder to hibernate. Yangchun was annoyed to hear this. He told our girl that she should have stayed in the room if she was so scared. Siola reminded our boy that her grandpa asked her to stick with him. Yangchun knew that he could not ask our girl to disobey the Sword Supreme. Our boy assured Siola that everything is fine. He told her that Mu Yun can defeat the bear grandpa. Siola was happy to hear this. Mu Yun asked his master to tell him who bear grandpa is. Our boy revealed to the man that Siola is talking about the second elder. Mu Yun told our boy that it is impossible for him to lay a finger on the second elder. He asked his master to address the second elder more respectfully. Our boy decided to tease Siola. He told her that Mu Yun can't defeat the bear, so they need to give him her head. Siola was shocked to hear this. With a shaky tone in her voice, she told our boy that she is all right if everyone will be happy with her head. Yangchun told Siola that he is simply joking. While drooling heavily, our girl pointed at a food cart. She told our boy that her grandpa said that ghosts who die with a full stomach look prettier. Siola assured Yangchun that ghosts who die eating dumplings look quite beautiful. Yangchun realized that our girl wanted him to get her some dumplings. While our girl was ordering for dumplings, Mu Yun told him that he treats Siola well. With a nervous look on his face, Yangchun asked his bodyguard if he did not see our girl begging him to buy her some dumplings. Truthfully, Yangchun did not know how to treat Siola. This is because he had met her several times in his past life. Our boy told his bodyguard that Siola does not fully understand what it takes to be a servant. With a smile on his face, Mu Yun told his master that he still bought our girl the dumplings despite her being his servant. Yangchun did not know how to explain this. Mu Yun was proud of his young master. He told our boy that he is different from the rumors. The man explained to Yangchun that he made a stupid mistake by believing in rumors. He told our boy that he has many lessons to learn. Yangchun told the man that he is reading too much into mere dumplings. The moment he said this, our boy realized that Mu Yun mentioned something about rumors. He asked his bodyguard to tell him when he started working with him. Mu Yun revealed to Yangchun that he started working 2 weeks ago. Our boy realized that Mu Yun was assigned to him right before he regressed. This is why he is able to hear about some rumors. While Yangchun was thinking, someone shouts at her mistress. Our boy was shocked to hear the loud sound. The person told her mistress that she shouldn't wander around in such a dangerous place. The girl told the woman that she worries excessively. The girl told her bodyguard that nothing can happen in a place where the Unified Dragon Assembly is taking place. This is because there are so many members of the Gu clan in the city. While looking at her from behind, Yangchun recognized the girl's voice. He hoped that it wasn't the person he was thinking about. The bodyguard informed her master that she is worried that she might run into the heir of the Gu clan. Our boy was shocked to hear the bodyguard talk about him. He told himself that the woman is talking about someone else. He told himself that there are several men in the Gu clan. The girl told her bodyguard that this will not happen. She explained to the bodyguard that she cannot meet the heir because there are so many people around. Yangchun was shocked to hear what the girl said. The sentence felt ominous to him. The moment our boy thought of this, the girl in black clothes turned around and saw him. The girl was shocked to see Yangchun. Our boy and Mu Yun also felt nervous when they saw the girl. The girl did not know what to say. The bodyguard moved close to his master and whispered to him. He told Yangchun that the expression of the girl and her guard looks as if they have just seen something horrendous. He asked our boy if he knows the girl. Yangchun could never forget the young lady in front of him. He remembered her hair which falls to her shoulder and her black beady eyes. Our boy remembered the ring on her hand. The ring contains a symbol that appears when examined up close. Yangchun already knew the significance of the ring. It is something that comes from the Hebei Peng clan. Our boy remembered the young lady as his former fiancée. Yangchun's marriage was arranged with the Hebei clan. It is one of the 4 largest clans. The marriage was arranged for a simple reason. The Gu clan is as prestigious as any of the 4 clans, and they have a child around the same age as the daughter of the Hebei Peng clan. Yangchun was bound to be the heir if nothing happened. The Peng clan believed that an arranged marriage with the Gu clan will be beneficial. The issue of the marriage lies in the trouble which our boy caused when he was younger. There were so many bad rumors about him. He was a person who used to ditch training to cause trouble. The rumors did not sound favorable to the Peng clan. Of course, what really shattered the marriage were the things Yangchun said to the girl. The girl asked our boy to tell her why he is there. Yangchun reminded her that his family is hosting the event. He asked her to tell him why she came. The girl told our boy that she has some business to attend to. She told Yangchun that his family doesn't own the entirety of Shangxi. She told him that she does not need to report her movements to him. Yangchun told her that he does not care. The girl was annoyed to hear this. She reminded our boy that she is still a year older than him. Yangchun apologized to her. He told her that he forgot. While they were talking, our boy saw Ciola walking away. He asked her to follow him if she has bought the dumplings. While holding a large amount of dumplings, Ciola carefully moved behind Yangchun. Our boy asked the girl to have a good stay. He and his bodyguard walked past the girl. Our boy told her that he is quite busy. He told her that he will see her later. The girl was surprised to hear this. She quickly turned around. She wanted to say something to Yangchun, but she decided not to talk. She reminded herself that she is quite busy dealing with her brother. The girl noticed that Ciola was walking next to our boy. She was certain that she had never met our girl before. The girl was surprised to see such a cute servant next to Yangchun. She wondered if our boy had changed. The moment she thought of this, the girl remembered her first encounter with Yangchun. Our boy asked the girl to tell him who she is. He told her that she is just the daughter of a concubine. Of course, the girl became enraged when she heard this. She got on the table and grabbed Yangchun's clothes. With a terrifying look on her face, the girl asked our boy to repeat what he said. With an arrogant look on his face, Yangchun asked the girl if he is wrong. The moment she heard this, the daughter of the clan head punched Yangchun in the face. The girl told her bodyguard that she was prepared to endure everything even if it is for an arranged marriage. She told Yangchun that she was willing to marry him despite all the terrible rumors around him. She told him that she was willing to do anything for her clan. The bodyguard quickly moved close to her mistress. She begged her to calm down. The girl moved her bodyguard out of the way. She moved close to our boy and raised a chair up. She told Yangchun that he is dead. After remembering what our boy said to her, the girl assured herself that nothing has changed about Yangchun. While she was thinking, our boy took some plates of dumplings from Ciola. The girl assured her master that she can carry the plates. Our boy told her that she does not look fine. He told her that he can help her. Mu Yun also offered to help Yangchun. Our boy asked his guard to focus on his duty. He told him that they need to take some dumplings to Hongwa if there is any left. The girl was surprised to see what our boy did. She felt like something was different about our boy. She quickly removed this idea from her head. She told herself that Yangchun must simply be in a good mood today. She assured herself that it is impossible for the crazy bastard to grow up. While looking at our boy, the girl told herself that there might be a small chance that our boy can change. Before Yangchun and his bodyguard could enter the building, they hear someone yell at another person. Our boy and his group quickly turn to the side. Yangchun was annoyed to see that several people are scaring him today. Mu Yun asked his young master if he is alright. Our boy assured his bodyguard that he is fine. Siola asked her master if the dumplings are safe. Our boy asked her to shut up. The person who was yelled at told the man in front of him that his problem won't be resolved by shouting. He asked the man to calm down. The man slammed his hand on the table and explained to the man that he does not have a lot of time. He asked the attendant if he will be responsible if he gets caught. With a serious look on his face, the attendant asked the man to explain what he means by getting caught. The young man became nervous when he heard this. He realized that he messed up. He told the man that he never said such a thing. The attendant asked the man if he is joking with him. Mu Yun asked his master if they should help. Our boy reminded his bodyguard that anyone can participate in the Unified Dragon Assembly as long as they can prove their identity. Mu Yun explained to our boy that he was asking if they should allow the man to keep causing a scene. Yangchun explained to his bodyguard that it is nothing new to see someone squabbling over the Unified Dragon Assembly entry. He assured Mu Yun that the martial artists of the Gu clan that are on standby will take care of the issue. One of the martial artists moved close to the man and placed his hand on his shoulder. He asked the man to stop his act here. The moment the martial artist touched his shoulder, the man held his hand and slammed him to the ground. The attendant was shocked to see this. He asked the man to tell him what he is doing. With a cold gaze in his eyes, the man told the attendant that he has proved his skill. He asked the attendant if he can participate now. The attendant asked the man if he is crazy. He told him that he cannot participate after knocking their martial artist down. The man explained to the attendant that he was simply showing his skills. While watching the man and the attendant argue, Mu Yun asked his master if they should interfere now. The moment the bodyguard said this, Sola explained what she saw in a stupid manner. She told our boy that the man slammed the martial artist like wham. Yangchun walked forward and asked Mu Yun to follow him. The bodyguard was surprised to hear this. He asked our boy if it is right to leave the man there. With a nervous look on his face, Yangchun explained to Mu Yun that he does not want to get caught up in the issue. He asked his bodyguard to head in with him. Mu Yun wanted to argue with his master. Yangchun assured him that the others will take care of it. The moment he said this, the attendant told the man that he cannot just have things the way he wants. He explained to the man that they have their own rules. He told him that he cannot enter if he cannot be properly identified. The man asked the attendant if his skills are not enough. The attendant told the man that he does not have any issues with his skills. The man became annoyed when he heard this. He asked the attendant if he is disrespecting the young clan head of the Peng clan. Our boy and the daughter of the Peng clan turned around when they heard this. They were shocked to hear the young man refer to himself as the young clan head of the Peng clan. In the next scene, we are taken to the past. We see snow falling in a huge manner. Aoi asked her elder brother to tell her what he is doing. With a bright smile on his face, the young man greeted his sister. He told her that he is warming himself up by the fire because everywhere is cold. He explained to her that he decided to roast a sweet potato since he is close to a fire. Aoi told her brother that she has no interest in knowing why he started a fire next to her room. She asked her brother to simply tell her what he plans to use the plaque in his hand for. With a smile on his face, the young man explained to his sister that the sweet potato was taking too long to cook. He told her that he wanted to use the plaque to make the fire stronger. Aoi threw something at her brother's head the moment he said this. The man was shocked to see this. He reminded her that she is hitting her elder brother. Aoi told him that he deserved to be hit. She asked him if he doesn't know what he is currently holding in his hand. The man told his sister that he is holding a firewood. Aoi reminded her brother that the plaque of the Peng clan was given to him by the clan head himself. It was given to the man as a reward for graduating as the top student from the Divine Dragon Academy and for becoming the youngest successor in history. Aoi told her brother that he knows what he can do with the plaque. The man revealed to his sister that he wants to use it to make the fire stronger. Aoi grabbed the potato from her brother and tried to hit him with it. The man quickly covered his head. The girl decided to not do anything. She told her brother that he needs to act more like a successor. The man laughed when he heard the word successor. Aoi was surprised to see the look on her brother's face. She revealed to her brother that she cannot tell what he is thinking sometimes. She reminded her brother that he has all the skills and talent despite being young, and he has been chosen to be the successor. Aoi told her brother that he looks so dissatisfied even after having several accomplishments. With a bright smile on his face, The man told his sister that he is not dissatisfied. He looked up and revealed to his sister that he simply wants to leave the manor. While blowing on a potato, Aoi informed her brother that he can simply leave and come back later. The man was surprised to hear this idea. In the next scene, we see Aoi reading a letter from her brother. The idiot told her that he is going to go out for a bit. Aoi squeezed the paper out of anger. She could not believe her piece of shit brother called 4 month a little time. While she was holding the paper, her bodyguard informed her that the beggar sect has found her brother. The bodyguard revealed to Aoi that her brother is in Shaanxi. The girl was surprised to hear that her brother went so far away. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the present. We see the young master arguing with the attendant. He told the attendant that he has shown him everything that he can. The attendant asked the young master to tell him what this will do for him. With a look of anger on his face, the man begged the attendant to allow him participate in the event. The attendant asked the young master to calm down. He wanted to explain himself more, but the man interrupts him. He told the attendant that he does not have a lot of time. He asked the attendant if he has to show him the Dark Knight blade before he can believe him. Mu Yun told his master that the man just mentioned the Dark Knight blade. Yangshun told his bodyguard that the technique is exclusive to the direct bloodline of the Peng clan. Our boy wondered if he was actually looking at the young clan head of the Peng clan. Yangshun decided to quickly leave. He did not want to accidentally get involved in something that does not concern him. The moment our boy turned around, the second elder appeared in front of him. The man grabbed Yangshun's head. The second elder told the man that he must be the young clan head if he knows about the Dark Knight blade. Immediately the elder grabbed his head. Yangshun realized that he is screwed. The second elder asked the attendant to let the young master participate since he is skilled enough. The young master put his hand together and bowed his head when he saw the second elder. He introduced himself to the man as Peng Wujin. He referred to the second elder as the Grandmaster Pure Flame Fist of the renowned Gu clan. He told the second elder that it is an honor to meet him. The second elder began to laugh when he heard how Wu Jin greeted him. He told the young man that he has not heard the title in a long time. He assured Wu Jin that he can participate in the event. The attendant informed the elder that they haven't confirmed if Wu Jin is really the young master of the Peng clan. The second elder assured the man that Wu Jin is truly the young clan head. The attendant was surprised to hear this. The elder informed the man that Wu Jin looks exactly like his father. He told him that the young man has a physique of a Peng. According to the second elder, the black ring on Wu Jin's hand is enough to confirm his identity. Yangchun noticed that this is the same ring that Aoi wears. He could not believe that this dumbass is actually the young clan head of the Peng clan. With a smile on his face, the second elder asked Wu Jin to tell him the reason why the successor of the Peng clan wants to participate in an event when its purpose is to choose new members for the Gu clan sword unit. With a confident look on his face, Wu Jin told the man that it is not fun at the Peng clan. The second elder began to laugh when he heard this. He told Wu Jin that his reason is not bad. Our boy wondered if Wu Jin had lost his mind. The second elder asked the man if he got permission from his family. Wu Jin informed the elder that he ran away from home because he did not think that his family would allow him to come. The elder laughed harder when he heard this. He asked our boy if he heard what the man said. Our boy wondered if Wu Jin is stupid. The elder noticed that Wu Jin was well trained. He asked the man for his age. Wu Jin told the elder that he will be 23 this year. The elder was surprised to hear this. He realized that the Peng clan has been raising an overpowered monster. While looking at Yangchun, the man told Wu Jin that he wishes their little idiot was like him. Our boy did not know what to say to the elder. Mu Yun moved close to his master and assured him that the elder is not talking about him. Siola asked our boy to tell her why the old man would call him an idiot. Yangchun asked the two to shut up. He told them that they are hurting him more than the elder. Our boy did not really care about what the elder said. While looking at Wu Jin, our boy realized that the elder was right to call him a monster. Yangchun remembered that Wu Jin will soon receive the title of Blade Emperor. Our boy became certain that Wu Jin is from the Peng clan. He remembered that another person from the Peng clan is also in the area. The moment he thought of this, Aoi called out to her brother. Wu Jin was happy to see his sister. The moment the girl got close to him, she used her leg to kick his face in. The attack sent the idiot flying. With a terrifying aura around her, Aoi called her brother a worthless bastard. She could not believe that he claimed to be the successor when he ran away from home after leaving a note behind. Wu Jin asked his sister to calm down and listen to him. With a horrifying look on her face, Aoi asked the man to tell her what he wants to say. Wu Jin was surprised to see that his sister actually gave him a chance. He begged her to spare him. The moment she heard this, Aoi began to beat the shit out of her brother. She asked her brother to tell her why he would run away from home and try to join another clan's sword unit. She asked him if he has lost his mind. Wu Jin begged his sister to spare him. Yang Chun was surprised to see this. He told the elder that it is better they stop Aoi because she might kill her brother. The second elder assured our boy that things are fine. He told him that men from the Peng clan are quite sturdy and can even endure getting hit by a metal rod. Wu Jin called out to the Grandmaster and begged him to save him. Yang Chun asked the elder if he is sure about what he said. The second elder asked Aoi to stop beating her brother. He told her that she might kill him. Aoi was annoyed to hear someone talking to her. She wanted to curse the person who intervened, but she quickly kept her mouth closed when she realized that it was the Grandmaster. Aoi turned around and greeted the second elder. She apologized to the man for seeing her and her brother fight over trivial family issues. The elder assured her that it is fine. He told her that he enjoyed meeting someone as funny as Wu Jin. Aoi assured the elder that she will definitely compensate him for the incident. She told the man that she and her brother will be leaving. Wu Jin told his sister that he will stay. Aoi was annoyed to hear this. She asked her brother if he was not beaten enough. With a cold gaze in his eyes, Wu Jin asked his sister if he looks like someone who is joking. The girl became nervous when she saw the look in her brother's eyes. She asked him to tell her his reason. Wu Jin revealed to his sister that their clan is boring. Aoi asked her brother if the Gu clan and other clans are more interesting. The man told his sister that these clans are probably more interesting than their own. Aoi placed her hand on Wu Jin's shoulder and begged him to grow up. She reminded him that he is the clan successor. Wu Jin explained to his sister that he wants to enjoy life before he becomes the clan head. He reminded her that the only way to not become clan head is to be crippled or to die. However, both options were not good to the man. Wu Jin revealed to his sister that he does not want to become clan head. He told her that everyone in the clan apart from them is simply a beast wearing a name tag. The man told his sister that he will become the clan head so that she doesn't have to. Yang Chun asked the second elder if he is really going to let Wu Jin participate in the competition. He asked him if he wants to get involved in the matters of the Peng clan. The Grandmaster told our boy that he wants Wu Jin to participate, but he does not want to get involved in the Peng clan's problem. While looking at the two siblings, the second elder thought of a solution. With a smile on his face, the elder told Wu Jin that he can participate if he wins against him. Everyone was shocked to hear this. Aoi told the elder that this doesn't make any sense. Yang Chun asked the second elder if he has finally lost his mind. With a smile on his face, the elder informed Wu Jin that the winner will be decided in 10 moves. With a serious look on his face, Wu Jin asked the man if that is all. The second elder told the man that he does not lie. The moment he said this, Aoi asked her bodyguard whose name is Yobi to get her brother. The second elder decided to create some rules. He told Wu Jin that he will win if he manages to touch him within 10 turns. The moment he said this, Wu Jin appeared behind him. He grabbed Yobi's sword and was about to strike the elder. Before his attack could touch the man, he began to laugh. The second elder told Wu Jin that he is too impatient. The moment he said this, the man turned around and clenched his fist. The scene shifts and we are taken to the arena. An announcer informs the audience that they are going to see a fight between the two stars who will lead the Gu clan in future. He refers to Yanxiu as the Flame Sword. The girl smiled when she heard this. The person who Yanxiu is fighting is Yang Chun. While staring at his sister, our boy wondered about why he is currently about to fight his sister. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the past. We see the second elder land a heavy punch on Wu Jin's face. The attack sent the young man flying. The old man took a deep breath. With a smile on his face, he told Yang Chun and Aoi that he won. Our boy and Aoi were surprised to hear this. Yang Chun reminded the Grandmaster that he was supposed to dodge the attack. The second elder asked our boy if he ever created such a rule. He told Yang Chun that they both agreed to the sparring match. He assured him that Wu Jin will soon wake up since he controlled his strength. Our boy informed the man that he will not do anything if the Peng clan comes to meet them. The second elder reminded Yang Chun that he is the pure flame fist. He assured him that he will not die alone. Yang Chun told the man that he hopes he dies a lonesome death. Immediately he said this, he called out to Aoi. He informed her that the second elder did everything on his own accord. Aoi informed him that it is fine. She told our boy that she is relieved to see her brother unconscious. She explained to him that she does not know the kind of trouble her brother could have caused. She told our boy that it made sense for the second elder to suggest the spar. The Grandmaster laughed when he heard this. He never had such an intention. He revealed to Aoi that he suggested the spar because he believed that it was funny. Yangchun could not believe that a man like this became an elder in their clan. While our boy was thinking, Seola tapped him. Yangchun told her that they can leave now. To his surprise, Seola was impressed by the elder. She told our boy that the bear grandpa was so cool. She even tried to describe how he fought. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. Our girl's expression were so honest. Yangchun wondered about how such a nice kid saved the world. The second elder was happy to hear Seola praising him. He told her that she has a better eye than the gloomy kid next to her. The man decided to give Seola a present. He put his hand into his clothes and brought out a red cookie. Seola was shocked to see the cookie. She told the old man that she has always liked him from the start. The second elder asked Yangchun if he is disappointed because only Seola received a gift. He told our boy that he has something to give him. Yangchun told the elder that he does not like sweets. To his surprise, the Grandmaster revealed to him that he is going to participate in an exhibition match after the Unified Dragon Assembly. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the present. Yanseo asked her brother if he is not using a sword. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. He wondered if he used a sword in the past. The Gu Flame Wheel art can be utilized with a variety of weapons, and it is known to be especially effective with the sword or the fist. Eventually, Yangchun realized that using his fist worked best for him. He decided to quit the sword. Our boy wondered if it looks weird for him to suddenly stop using a sword. Yanseo told her brother that she does not really care if he uses a sword. Our boy was happy to hear this. He was happy to see that his sister would overlook this thanks to her nasty personality. With a smile on her face, Yanseo told our boy that she is happy and grateful to have this opportunity. Yangchun was surprised to hear his sister call the situation an opportunity. With a creepy smile on her face, Yanseo told our boy that she finally has a legitimate reason to beat him up in front of everyone. Yangchun became nervous when he heard this. Our boy remembered how he argued with the second elder. He asked the man to tell him why he has to fight with his sister. With a weird look on his face, the Grandmaster revealed to our boy that he does not want people to go home thinking that the Gu clan is boring. Yangchun could easily see through the old man's intentions. He knew that the second elder simply thought that the situation would be funny. Our boy did not care. He decided to surrender while he is fighting. Almost like he knew what Yangchun was thinking, with a smile on his face, the second elder pointed at Wu Jin and informed our boy that the same thing will happen to him if he surrenders. Yangchun could not understand why the elder was causing him so much trouble. He asked the man if he really wants to see him get beaten up badly in front of many people. The Grandmaster asked our boy if he is really planning to lose. While staring at his sister, Yangchun reminded himself that he cannot waste his regression. He did not see a reason to waste his energy on a fight that never happened in his past life. While he was thinking, Yanseo called out to him. She referred to him as the boy who will become the next clan head simply because he is a man. She took a stance and told her brother that she despises him to death. Immediately she said this, the announcer asked her to begin. Yanseo rushed to attack her brother. Our boy managed to dodge her attack. The girl swung her sword at his neck. Yangchun managed to dodge it by going low. He quickly moved back. Yanseo moved close to him and attacked his head. Our boy easily dodged this attack too. His sister was surprised to see this. She did not know how a 2-star was dodging the attacks of a 3-star. Yangchun could easily see through his sister's thoughts. Our boy was able to dodge her attacks by moving half a beat earlier than her. Even though he was doing this, Yangchun was still short of breath. He realized that he really lacks training. He quickly put a gap between himself and his sister. He wondered about how he wanted to end the fight. He wondered if he should let himself get hit. Yangchun was not sure if he will make it out in one piece when he receives his sister's strike. While he was thinking, his sister told him that he is still used to dodging. Immediately she said this. Yanseo appeared next to our boy. She grabbed his clothes and took out her sword. She tried to hit him with her wooden sword. Fortunately, Yangchun managed to take off the clothes. Yanseo's sword tore through our boy's clothes. Yangchun informed his sister that it is easier to dodge when she swings with such obvious intent. He asked his sister to stop acting like this. Our boy wondered about the amount of murderous intent his sister must have for her to tear through his clothes. Yanseo revealed to her brother that she forced herself to accept that she could never be the clan head even though she worked herself to death. The girl could not comprehend why someone like her brother who has been wasting his life like a scum gets to become the clan head because he is a man. She asked Yangchun if he can understand her pain. The moment she said this, Yanseo covered her sword with her energy. Our boy was shocked to see this. He was certain that this technique is far beyond 3-star. While her sword was spinning at a crazy speed, Yanxiu began to attack her brother more aggressively. Yangchun barely managed to dodge the attacks. The girl clenched her fist out of anger. She told her brother that he always runs away. Immediately she said this, she tried to punch our boy. Yangchun also dodged this attack. Yanxiu quickly turned around and kicked her brother. She told him that he is talentless and he does not work hard. Our boy blocked her kicks with his hand. The girl stepped back when she saw this, with a look of anger on her face. Yanxiu asked her brother to simply disappear if he is going to live a worthless life. The moment she said this, she rushed to attack him. When his sister got close to him, Yangchun could see the tears in her eyes. Before her sword could reach our boy, Yanxiu asked her brother to disappear just like his mother. Immediately she said this, our boy grabbed her hand. Yanxiu was shocked to see this. Her energy left the sword. With a horrifying look on his face, Yangchun asked his sister to repeat what she said. Yanxiu has always known her sister as the coolest person. At only 15, she received the title of Sword Phoenix. At age 20, she graduated at the top of her class at the Divine Dragon Academy, and she was appointed as the 5th sword unit leader of the Gu clan. Everyone in the clan acknowledged her. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to become the clan head of the Gu clan. Instead, the one who will become the clan head is the concubine's child Gu Yangchun. Yanxiu did not hate her brother for this. Although they were half-siblings, Yangchun's mother was kind to her. The girl liked the woman, so she was fine with our boy's existence. One day, the woman suddenly disappeared. Their father ordered everyone to not look for her. Due to this, no one made an effort to search for her. It was at this time that Yangchun's attitude changed. He spoke and acted rudely to everyone. Rumors that he touched his maid surfaced. However, there was still no change to him being the clan head. This is because the clan head always has to be a man. Yanxiu and her outstanding sister were ignored. The girl resented her brother who was so privileged, and yet he did not know what he had. Yanxiu did not simply resent her brother, she loathed him. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the present. We see our boy asking his sister to repeat herself. The moment she saw the look on Yangchun's face, Yanxiu knew that she was in danger. She quickly jumped back before her leg could land on the ground. Our boy appeared behind her. When Yanxiu turned around, she saw our boy's fist coming close to her. The scene shifts and we are taken back some minutes earlier. At the top of the arena, we see Aoi and her bodyguard sitting next to each other. The girl told her bodyguard that Yanxiu is actually the same age as her. She never expected Yanxiu to be so talented. She told her bodyguard that she cannot continue to say that she is from the Peng family. Yobi assured her mistress that she is doing fine. Aoi informed Yobi that our boy and his sister are saying something but she cannot hear them. She asked her bodyguard if she can hear them. Yobi told her mistress that she won't be able to hear them. Aoi asked the woman to tell her the reason. Before she could answer, Wu Jian placed his hand on his sister's head and explained to her that the second elder has covered the stage with his internal energy. He told her that it is impossible to hear Yangchun and his sister. While looking at her brother's swollen face, Aoi asked him to not tell people that he is from their clan with his face. Wu Jin asked her if she is embarrassed of him. The girl believed that this was a stupid question. She asked her brother to stay at the assembly until his swelling goes down. Yobi handed the man an ice pouch. Wu Jin asked his sister if the person fighting is the Sword Phoenix sibling. Aoi informed her brother that Yanxiu is already at 3-star and her swordsmanship is very smooth. While eating ice, Wu Jin told his little sister that he is asking if the person who is dodging is the younger sibling of the Sword Phoenix. Yobi revealed to her young master that both Yangchun and Yanxiu are siblings of the Sword Phoenix. Wu Jin smiled when he heard this. He could not believe that the Gu clan had another genius other than the Sword Phoenix. While he was watching the fight, Aoi stared at her brother. She remembered what he told her about having fun before becoming the clan head. The girl realized that her brother will not be able to have this look in his eyes after he becomes clan head. While she was staring at him, Wu Jin said that the fight is over. At the stage, we see our boy trying to punch his sister. Yanxiu was certain that she would get an opportunity if she dodges this attack. Fortunately for her, she managed to dodge the attack. The girl covered her sword with her energy and aimed her sword at Yangchun's head. Before the sword could touch him, Yangchun told his sister that he understands her. He understood why his sister would hate him for the way he has lived his life. Our boy raised his hand and asked Yanxiu to also understand what he is about to do. Immediately he said this. Yangchun used his hand to hit her sword away. Yanxiu was shocked to see this. Our boy covered his hand with his energy and used it to hit her on the head. The girl lost consciousness and fell to the ground. Immediately, she fell to the ground. The announcer said that our boy has won the match. In the next scene, we see Yang-chun sitting on a table at the gate of the arena. Our boy wondered about what he just did. He never planned to win. He did not expect the energy of a two-star to make his sister lose consciousness. Yang-chun hoped that nothing happened to his sister. Our boy became sad when he remembered how his sister asked him to disappear. While he was thinking, Mu-yun and Seola came to meet him. The bodyguard asked his master if he is hurt. Our boy told him that he is. He asked Mu-yun about the situation inside the arena. Mu-yun revealed to his master that the entire atmosphere is abuzz because of him. He explained to Yang-chun that no one expected him to win. Our boy was not surprised to hear this. He knew that people would be shocked when the scoundrel defeated an upcoming prospect. Mu-yun revealed to his master that the atmosphere became a bit calm because the second elder immediately began to conclude things at the assembly. Yang-chun was relieved to hear this. He told his bodyguard that they need to leave before the second elder bumps into them, before our boy could take a step. Sola informed him that he is bleeding. Yang-chun explained to our girl that it is proof that he cannot yet handle his internal energy properly. Seola grabbed his hand and slowly wrapped a bandage around it. While blushing, Yang-chun told our girl that it is not a big deal. To our boy's surprise, Seola struggled to wrap his hand with the bandage. With tears in her eyes, Seola asked Yang-chun to forgive her. She told him that she cannot do it properly. She begged our boy to not get hurt again. While Yang-chun was staring at her, Woo-jin came close to him. With a smile on his face, the man told our boy that he also doesn't want him to get hurt. Yang-chun called him a bastard and asked him to read the room. Woo-jin was surprised to hear this. He wanted to question our boy, but he did not give him the chance to. Yang-chun greeted the man. The moment Woo-jin greeted our boy, Aoi asked her brother to leave with her. The girl hid behind her bodyguard. She seemed to be embarrassed. With a smile on his face, Woo-jin asked his sister if she feels awkward because she was once engaged to Yang-chun. He told Aoi that this is the best time to reconcile with our boy. Yang-chun also felt awkward. He asked Woo-jin to tell him why he came to see him. The man asked our boy to call him Brother Peng from now on. Yang-chun explained to the man that he will not get anything from being close to someone like him. Woo-jin laughed when he heard this. He revealed to our boy that he thought the Gu clan only had the Sword Phoenix whose name is Gu Wibi. He told Yang-chun that he never expected their clan to have a hidden talent like him. Due to the fact that Woo-jin mentioned his sister's name, our boy asked Woo-jin if he knows her. With a smile on his face, Woo-jin told Yang-chun that he is close to his sister. However, he is not certain about what his sister thinks of them. Our boy immediately realized that the man is not close to Wibi. After introducing himself, Woo-jin decided to leave. As the man and the bodyguard walked forward, Yang-chun noticed that Aoi was in front of him. He asked the girl if she also has something to say. With a nervous look on her face, Aoi reminded our boy about the day their engagement was broken off. Before she could say more, Yang-chun said sorry to her. Aoi was surprised to hear this. Our boy apologized to her for calling her names and speaking rudely. He explained to the girl that although he is still immature, he was more immature at that time. Yang-chun told Aoi that she does not need to apologize since he deserved what he got. The girl smiled brightly when she heard this. She turned around and asked our boy to not lose what her brother gave him. Yang-chun was surprised to hear this. When he looked at his hand, he saw the Peng clan's plaque in his hand. Our boy wondered about what he was holding. While watching Aoi and her brother walk away, Yang-chun realized that there are still so many things that he needs to fix. In the next scene, we see Yang-chun returning home in his carriage. Seola had already fallen asleep, and she was resting on Manhwa. The woman was uncomfortable, but she did not want to disturb our girl. While looking at the sky, Yang-chun thinks about the fact that he had a spar with his sister. Our boy was certain that this never happened in his past life. It would have been impossible for him to win Yanseo. Yang-chun thinks about the fact that Seola is his servant. He realized that too many things are starting to diverge from the past that he knew. He wondered if the small act of kindness that he showed our girl changed something. Our boy realized that he needs to carry out his plans faster when he returns home. While thinking, Yang-chun sensed something. He quickly asked Mu-yun to check the demon's sensing charm. The man was surprised to hear this. He put his hand into his clothes and brought out the charm. With a smile on his face, Mu-yun raised the charm. He told his master that there are no changes to the charm. He explained to him that the charm should automatically glow if a demon realm gate opens nearby. He assured Yang-chun that nothing is wrong. The moment he said this, he noticed that the charm was glowing. He quickly raised the charm and ordered everyone to stop. As the charm slowly burned away, Mu Yun explained to everyone that a gate of the demon realm is nearby. He asked them to assume their combat positions. He reminded everyone that the safety of their master is the most important thing. Immediately he said this, Mu Yun saw Yang Chun next to his horse. He came down and told his master that it is dangerous here. He asked him to step into his carriage. Yang Chun assured him that he will listen to his complaints later. He asked him to look in front of him for now. The moment he raised his head up, Mu Yun saw a portal in front of him. The portal was green. The portal widened and monsters jumped out of it. The monsters were wolves with horns. A green portal represents the lowest levels of danger. Yang Chun covered his hand with his energy. Although the situation was a bit tricky, Yang Chun was certain that he could manage. He used his hand to hit a monster that came close to him on its head. Immediately he did this. He put his hand into the monster and pulled out a stone. These stones are the universally known weaknesses of the monsters. They are like hearts for monsters. Once they are extracted, the monsters will instantly die. While Yang Chun was staring at a demonic stone, another monster tried to attack him from behind. Our boy bent his head and gave the monster a heavy blow while he was under it. He took out its demonic stone. Immediately he did this, he began to breathe heavily. His internal energy had already dissipated. Our boy knew that it will be quite difficult for him to continue using the Gu Flame Wheel arts. Unfortunately for him, he did not have a lot of choices. Yang Chun needed to use the Gu Flame Wheel arts if he wanted to survive. While he was struggling to get up, the monsters rushed to attack him. Before our boy could do anything, Mu Yun appeared in front of him. The bodyguard used his sword to tear the monsters in front of him apart. Yang Chun was surprised to see how skilled his bodyguard was. He did not remember Mu Yun as a strong martial artist. Mu Yun turned around and asked his master if he is all right. Yang Chun was startled when he heard the question. He thanked his bodyguard for saving him. Our boy looked around. He asked Mu Yun if he is already done. The man told his master that there were not a lot of monsters to begin with. He reminded Yang Chun that the monsters were of the lowest class. Mu Yun asked his master to tell him why he fought. He told him that things would have been bad if he got injured. Our boy asked his guard to not worry about it. The moment he said this, Yang Chun's hand began to glow. Our boy was shocked to see this. While Mu Yun was looking around, he fell to his knees and used his body to cover his hand. He screamed out in pain. Mu Yun and the other warriors were shocked to see this. They quickly moved close to our boy. While he was on his knees, Yang Chun began to curse. He did not understand why he was getting this nasty feeling right now. Our boy was certain that this is the heavenly demon's art that absorbs demonic energy. The technique is known as the demon well absorption arts. Yang Chun could not believe that he was absorbing the energy of the demonic stone in his hand. The scene shifts and we are taken to the past. We see an injured man in white clothing. The man was on his knees. He looked around him and saw his fellow comrades on the floor. His sect was burning in purple flames. The man screamed at the person in front of him. He asked the person to tell him what his sect did to him. He asked the person to tell him why he is punishing them. The person the man was talking to was Yang Chun. Our boy asked the man who he calls the blossom-splitting blade if this are his last words. Before the man could reply, someone head rolled next to him. The blossom-splitting blade was shocked to see who it was. He called out to his sect leader. While he was screaming, a huge shadow covered him. When he looked up, he saw a portal in the sky. A huge dragon came out of this portal. There was someone standing on this dragon. The person said that the blossom wasn't bad. Yang Chun went on his knees and bowed his head when he saw this person. The woman jumped down from the dragon's head. She told our boy that it was nowhere near enough to satisfy her. She said that she was only able to get some shallow joy from it. With a smile on her face, the woman asked Yang Chun to raise his head. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the present. Our boy noticed something strange about the energy he was absorbing. He realized that the Gu Flame Wheel art is consuming the demonic energy. Yang Chun could not comprehend what was happening. He was certain that this never happened in his past life. While he was thinking, Siola and Mu Yun moved close to him. They both called out to him at the same time. Our boy raised his head up. Mu Yun asked him if he is all right. Yang Chun assured him that he is fine. He told him that he was more hurt from sparring than he expected. The bodyguard told his master that he will search for a doctor nearby. Yang Chun assured him that he is fine. He told him that he no longer needs to worry. Our boy believed that it will be best for him to hide the truth. He knew that it will not be good if people found out that he absorbed demonic energy. Siola grabbed her master's face. With a worried look on her face, She told Yangchun that his face looks bad. She asked him if he is in a lot of pain. Our boy assured her that he is fine. Our girl asked him if he is certain. She told him that his face looks bad. Yangchun was annoyed to hear this. He asked her to stop talking. Manhwa grabbed Seola's head. She told her that she is supposed to help their master instead of annoying him. Muyun explained to his master that they can visit a nearby apothecary if he is not feeling well. Our boy told him that he will be fine after a good night's sleep. He asked Muyun to get ready to continue the journey. Muyun accepted his master's order. He asked the other warriors to take care of things and take the useful carcass. While he was talking, Yangchun looked at his body. He noticed that he could no longer feel the demonic energy in his body. He wondered if the Gu Flame Wheel Arts really did something, due to the fact that the color of the demonic stone had faded. Our boy could tell that the energy within it has been properly absorbed. Yangchun crushed the stone with his hand. He decided to continue his journey. In the next scene, we see Yangchun and Seola at a stall. With a look of excitement on her face, Seola pointed at the honey cookies. Our boy walked past her and told her that he does not care. Seola was shocked to hear this. She asked our boy to tell her why he brought her out if he does not plan to buy any honey cookies for her. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He reminded Seola that he simply told her that he has some business in the market. Our girl latched onto Yangchuan's leg and used her grandpa as an excuse to follow him. Muyun asked his master to tell him why he came to the market. He reminded him that he has not recovered from his ordeal. He told Yangchun that there is no reason for him to come to the market the day after the Unified Dragon Assembly. He advised him to return home. He asked our boy if there is something he is looking for. He assured him that he can help him search for it. Yangchun understood that his bodyguard was worried. He told him that he cannot help him now. Our boy stopped walking when he arrived at an alleyway. He looked around to confirm if he is in the right place. Muyun asked his master if something is on the alleyway. Yangchun asked Seola to go home. He ordered his bodyguard to follow him. Seola asked our boy to tell her the reason why she has to leave. Yangchun asked her to return to the clan and to tell the other servants that he will be back in the afternoon. With a nervous look on her face, Seola mentioned her grandpa to our boy. Immediately he heard this. Yangchun told her that he will give her 10 honey cookies if she goes home now. Our girl stretched out her hand and asked our boy to add some dumplings to the deal. Yangchun accepted this offer and shook her hand to close the deal. Muyun asked his master to tell him where they are going. Our boy told him that he will soon find out. While walking in the alleyway, Yangchun looked at the buildings around. Muyun told his master that their current location is dangerous. Yangchun told him that he knows. Immediately he said this. He found the building he was looking for. The two of them moved to the entrance. Our boy told his bodyguard that he was worried that he won't find this place. Muyun asked him to tell him why he came here. Yangchun asked the man if something feels off. Muyun told his master that he is actually getting a bad feeling from the building itself. With a smile on his face, Yangchun commended his bodyguard for having keen senses. The moment he said this, our boy opened the door. When they stepped into the building, they saw some huge men. The men were surprised to see Yangchun and his bodyguard. They said that our boy might have taken a wrong turn. They asked themselves if they should kill the people in front of them. Muyun quickly placed his hand on the sword when he saw the mood in the air. While the huge men were talking, someone turned on a lamp. With a smile on his face, the man told Yangchun that he is in the wrong part of town. He asked him to tell him why he came here. Our boy told the man that he is a customer. The man laughed when he heard this. He told Yangchun that he will fix his attitude by chopping off his tongue. Muyun was annoyed to hear this. Our boy asked him to back down a bit. He turned to the man and told him that he already knew who he was from the moment he stepped in. He asked the man if he is worried that his clan will wipe the area clean. He assured the man that his clan has no reason to do this because it will be a loss for them. With a smile on his face, Yangchun asked the man to bring the regional manager before things turn into the situation that he fears. The man laughed when he heard this. He told our boy that he does not know where he heard his crap from. He told Yangchun that he actually lacks a lot of respect for his elders. The moment he said this, the huge men surrounded our boy and Muyun. With a smile on his face, Yangchun told the man that he also doesn't look like a polite person. The man laughed when he heard this. With a serious look on his face, he asked his men to attack. The men immediately charged at our boy. Before they could even touch Yangchun, Muyun took out his sword. He asked the men to not lay a finger on his master. He used his sword to knock the men out. The leader and the other men were shocked to see this. The man realized that he messed up. He remembered that Yangchun is the heir of his clan. He realized that he should have expected our boy to have a skilled guard with him. The man did not know what to do. He knew that he could not bring Yang-chun to his regional manager. While he was thinking, someone comes out of the back room. The person referred to the man as captain. He told him that the regional manager has something to say. The captain was annoyed to hear this. He could not believe that the manager already heard what happened. The captain asked the man to tell him what the manager said. When Yang-chun saw the men talking, he believed that they were plotting something. He turned to Mu Yun and asked him to deal with the men. Before Mu Yun could do anything, the captain asked our boy to put away his sword. He opened the door and told him that the regional manager wants to meet him. Yang-chun told the men that they should have done this earlier. He ordered Mu Yun to put away his sword. He asked him to follow him. Mu Yun quickly moved close to his master. He told him that he doesn't understand what is happening. Our boy assured him that it is not a big deal. He revealed to him that he wanted to go to the beggars' sect, but there were a few problems. The beggars' sect were able to secure a spot amongst the 10 largest sects with the information they possessed. However, since they are still a part of the orthodox sects, they do not take jobs that would cause trouble. Due to the fact that the request Yang-chun wants to make is a bit problematic, he needed to go somewhere else. The place our boy is currently at is just like the beggars' sect, except it is only used by the unorthodox sects. This place belongs to the house sect. In the next scene, we see Yang-chun and Mu Yun arrive at the basement of the building. A young man with blue hair greeted them. He introduced himself as the Shangxi branch manager. He told them that his name is Du Wenshu. Wenshu told our boy that they weren't expecting him to visit. He apologized for their aggressive greeting. Yang-chun told him that he does not need to apologize. He asked Wenshu if he will accept the commission. Wenshu told our boy that he is curious about something. He asked Yang-chun to tell him why he came to a small unorthodox sect instead of the beggars' sect of his prestigious clan. Our boy explained to him that he came to them because this is a commission that the beggars' sect can't handle. He told him that only the house sect can handle it. He asked Wenshu to tell him why he keeps trying to poke around. The manager apologized for his behavior. He explained to our boy that they have to be extra careful because of the clan that he comes from. He begged Yang-chun to be understanding. Our boy asked the manager if he will accept the commission or not. The man revealed to Yang-chun that their sect does not refuse commissions. He told him that everything is fine as long as he can pay for it. Our boy placed a paper on the table. He told Wenshu that he is looking for someone. He explained to him that he is looking for a boy that is just a bit older than 10. Wenshu took a careful look at the paper. He apologized to Yang-chun and told him that he takes back what he said. He told him that he cannot accept this commission. He revealed to our boy that the commissioner before him is not looking for this child. Instead, the commissioner is searching for the whereabouts of the person who is protecting this child. Our boy asked the manager if he is certain. With a smile on his face, Yang-chun told the man that the commission fee is about the house sect leader. Everyone in the room turned their eyes to our boy. They had scary looks on their faces. The men quickly drew out their swords. They rushed to attack Yang-chun. Our boy sat calmly without reacting. Mu Yun took out his sword and blocked their attacks. Yang-chun reminded the manager that he said that he won't act aggressive. With a serious look on his face, Wenshu asked our boy to tell him how he knew. Yang-chun told the manager that he does not want to talk in riddles. He told him that the important thing is that they both have information that they need. Wenshu asked him if he can verify his information. Yang-chun pointed at his paper and told him that he can verify the information himself. He explained to him that it will be smart for him to carefully consider things since he is in a desperate situation. He told Wenshu that he can forget about it if he does not need the information. He revealed to him that he will go to the beggars' sect, and he might even slip something about the house sect leader to them. Wenshu was annoyed to hear this, however. He could not do anything to Yang-chun. He accepted our boy's commission. Yang-chun asked him to tell him the time it will take them. Wenshu told our boy that it will take 3 months. After hearing this, Yang-chun stood up. He moved to the exit and told the manager that they will exchange information once he finds the boy. The moment he said this, our boy noticed something. He noticed that the manager was actually quite worried about the sect leader. He told him that he should check the Sharp Mountain range. He said that this is his advance. Wenshu was surprised to hear this. After our boy said this, he left. A while later, the captain asked the branch leader if he trusts Yang-chun's words, due to the fact that our boy knew the top secret information that the sect leader is missing. The manager told the captain that he has no choice but to believe our boy. Wenshu did not understand what Yang-chun was thinking. He was certain that our boy asked Mu Yun to follow him because he knew that they would come out aggressively. The manager believed that it is impossible for only Yang-chun to know this information. He was certain that the Gu clan head is also involved. While thinking, the manager began to peel off his skin. The captain asked him if it is okay for him to take off the skin. Wonshu told the man that it feels stuffy. He reminded him that no one is watching. After taking off the skin, he took off some clothes tied to his chest. Wonshu turns out to be a woman. The captain turned his head while Wonshu was removing the clothes. The house sect typically doesn't respect or follow the sect leader. This is why the sect leader went into hiding in order to avoid those who were after him. Wonshu felt bad for the sect leader. She wondered about what had happened to her father. After Yangchun stepped out of the building, he let out a sigh. He was relieved to see that he got what he wanted. He was already planning to fight Wonshu if the situation went out of control. He was happy to see that the little information he knew helped him. In his past life, Yangchun found out that the house sect leader was captured by the Dark Knight Palace for more than 5 years. Due to this, the house sect and the Dark Knight Palace went into battle. The Murim Alliance made a surprise attack which caused the Dark Knight Palace to collapse and the battle to come to an end. However, during the battle, the house sect leader dies. This resulted in the extinction of the house sect. Unfortunately, our boy does not know the exact location of the Dark Knight Palace. Yangchun knew that the only reason his information worked is because he had a meeting with the manager. Although he found this annoying, our boy had no choice but to meet the house sect in order to find someone. He wanted to find the boy who reached the position of top management for the demonic cult at a young age. He is a tactician known as the brain of the demonic cult. His name is Heavenly Fong Zhuge Hyuk. Yangchun plans to find and kill this boy. Even Seola struggled because of his tactics. Our boy was certain that Hyuk will help in the advancement of the demonic cult if he does not deal with him now. While he was thinking, Mu Yun told him that he does not know who he is looking for. He explained to him that he will hear from the house sect in summer since it will take them 3 months. He told his master that the people of the house sect are not as informed as the rumors say they are. Our boy realized that he was actually going to get the information he wanted in summer. The moment he thought of this, he realized something. He could not believe that he never thought of this. He remembered that it was around this time that the Jinchuan Yun clan's secret chamber, which is operated by the First Merchant Association, is discovered. The countless treasures within this chamber do not really matter. The important things are the priceless spiritual pills. Yangchun remembered someone who rose to a high stage through the power of spiritual pills. The person would later become a demonic human and will become a huge source of strength for the heavenly demon. Although Hyuk was a big issue, the secret chamber was also important. Yangchun wondered about how he was going to get to the secret chamber because it was in Sichuan. After thinking for a while, our boy decided to give up on the chamber. He could not think of a way for him to go to Sichuan, and he did not know how he would find the chamber that is well hidden. Fortunately for Yangchun, a method to get what he want came rolling to his doorstep. The scene shifts and we see Seola talking to someone. The person asked her to tell him what she thinks of him. The boy assured Seola that he can make her happier. In the next scene, we see the second elder telling a servant that he missed a spot. The servant turns out to be the Sword Supreme. With a smile on his face, the elder informed Hyagun that he came here because he heard that Yangchun is causing trouble. He said that he never expected an old geezer to be the root of the problem. Hyagun laughed when he heard this. The second elder asked him to stop laughing. He ordered him to continue working. Hyagun crushed his broomstick out of anger. He referred to the second elder as Gu Ryan. He asked him to tell him why he is acting weird. The second elder became scared when he heard this. He explained to the Sword Supreme that he was simply assisting him in his disguise as a servant. Hyagun asked Ryan to help him sweep the floor if he wants to assist. The second elder told him that he just broke the last broom. The Sword Supreme asked him to pluck out his hair and use it as a broom. The scene shifts and we see Ryan picking the pieces of wood which Hyagun dropped when he broke the broom. The Sword Supreme sat down and was drinking tea while the second elder was working. Hyagun asked Ryan if he really came to meet Yangchun. The elder asked Hyagun if he has also sensed it. Ryan revealed to him that a boy who refused to train his footwork and ran away for 6 months has bested his sister. He told the Sword Supreme that our boy has also managed to stabilize the flow of his flame wheel art. With a smile on his face, Ryan said that Yangchun has an incredible talent. He told him that they cannot just leave him alone. Hyagun explained to him that he is not certain if this is talent. He said that he has never seen anyone improve so quickly in his life. The old man took a sip of his tea and said that there is something strange about Yangchun. He reminded him that the first elder will not stay put after he hears about Yangchun's feat. He told Ryan that the elder might have already made a move. The second elder knew that the Sword Supreme was right. He asked him to tell him where our boy is. The scene shifts and we are taken back to Seola. we see a young boy tell her that he can make her more happy than Yangchun ever will. The scene changes again and we hear the story from our girl's perspective. Seola had a bad dream last night. In her dream, our girl hurt a lot of people. Even though her grandpa knew how much she hates holding a sword, he still made her hurt many people in the dream. Our girl wanted to stop, but she still entered a house to hurt more people. Inside the house, Seola saw a man, with a smile on his face. The man said that if he just had more time. The older Seola seemed to be shocked by what the man said. The man was pointing his broken sword at our girl. Seola closed her eyes and apologized to someone known as Chun. The dream looked like something that had happened in our boy's past life. Our girl woke up after having the nightmare. She wanted to see Yang Chun because she was so scared. For some reason, Manhwa asked her to go to the courtyard quickly. Our girl arrived at the courtyard earlier than our boy. She saw someone else at the courtyard. The boy told Seola that he will make her happy. Our girl did not know what to say because she was already happy by Yang Chun's side. While the boy was begging Seola, our boy arrived and made a scary face. Yang Chun told the boy that Seola is his servant. He asked the boy for his identity. Our boy could not believe that this kid was asking for Seola. He noticed that the boy was heavily blushing. He could not believe that the boy had the guts to do this in front of him. The boy apologized to Yang Chun for offending him. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He asked the boy if he knows him. The young man bowed his head and introduced himself as Gu Juliap. He told Yang Chun that he would like to request a spar with someone from the main bloodline of the family. With a bright smile on his face, Yang Chun refused the request. The boy was surprised to hear this. Yang Chun told him that he is not fighting him. Juliap asked our boy if he is scared. Yang Chun told him that he is. Juliap was annoyed to hear this. He tried to taunt our boy by telling him that only a feeble person would run away from something like this. Yang Chun commended him for having a good eye. He told him that he is extremely feeble. Our boy already caused a mess with the spar he had with his sister. He did not think it would be smart for him to make the same mistake by sparring with some random loser. He turned around and told him that he will be leaving. Immediately he turned around. He saw the second elder in front of him. With a smile on his face, the old man told Yang Chun that he is not leaving. He explained to him that Juliap came from a long distance for this duel. He asked our boy to accept the spar. Yang Chun asked the man to tell him why he came. Juliap greeted the second elder. Ryan responded to the boy's greeting. Our boy asked the elder if he knows Juliap. Ryan could not believe that Yang Chun had forgotten who the boy was. He revealed to him that Juliap is the first elder's grandson. Upon hearing this, our boy noticed that Juliap had the same face as the first elder. The second elder grabbed Yang Chun's head and asked Juliap if he wants to spar with him. The boy told him that he does. He said that our boy is too scared of the spar. Yang Chun told Ryan that Juliap is simply here to hit on girls. The second elder asked the boy if he received the order from the first elder. Yang Chun finally understood what was happening. He assumed that Juliap wanted to spar because he had martial arts-related reasons. Our boy realized that it was simply politics. It is a well-known fact that the first elder is an ambitious man. He is waiting for someone as useless as Yang Chun to become the head of the clan. However, after seeing the person who he believed is useless defeat Yanseo, his plan got messed up. Our boy realized that the first elder is probably trying to use his grandson to stomp on him again. Yang Chun told the second elder that he still has no interest in fighting the boy. Ryan told our boy that Juliap came from a far place. He asked him to have one match with him. Yang Chun explained to Ryan that there is no point to the match. He told him that he will lose. With a smile on his face, Ryan told him that he has a hunch that he won't lose. Yang Chun grabbed Seola. He told the elder that he can tell that Juliap is stronger than his sister just by taking a single look at him. He said that he does not want to fight a losing battle or get involved in politics. Before our boy could leave, Juliap grabbed our girl's hand and asked her to wait. The boy told her that Yang Chun does not deserve her. He asked her to follow him instead of a cowardly freak. Our boy turned around when he heard this. With a horrifying look on his face, Yang Chun asked Juliap to remove his hand and follow him. He told him that he will accept his request. The scene shifts and we see Yang Chun and Juliap on a stage. Our boy began to regret his irrational decision. The second elder asked our boy to stop worrying. He told him that a fight with a new martial artist will help him improve. Yang Chun told Ryan that he needs to do him a favor whether he wins or loses because he wanted things to turn out this way. The second elder told our boy that he has no reason to do him a favor. He explained to him that he will bear the loss alone if he loses. He reminded him that he is the future clan head. Yang Chun told the elder that he is mistaken. While stretching, our boy revealed to him that he has no plan of becoming the clan head. Ryan was shocked to hear this. He asked our boy to tell him who will become the clan head other than him. Yangchun had already gave up all hopes of becoming the clan head in his past life. However, most people still think that he wants to be the head. With a smile on his face, our boy told the old man that he is going to roll on the ground and surrender if he does not do him the favor. Ryan realized that Yangchun was not joking. He told our boy that he has a single condition. Our boy asked him to tell him. The second elder assured him that he will give him what he wants if he wins. When Yangchun stepped on the stage, Juliop asked him if he is warmed up. Our boy told him that he is all right. While pointing his sword at Yangchun, Juliop apologized to him for what is about to happen. Our boy did not understand what Juliop was talking about. He asked him to explain himself. With a cocky smile on his face, the arrogant bastard reminded Yangchun that he did too much against him in last year's duel. He told our boy that he never expected him to be bedridden for a month after the duel. Our boy was actually not annoyed. This duel happened a long time ago to him, so he did not even remember the event. Juliop told him that he believed he was weak back then. He told our boy that it was probably a coincidence that he won Yanxio. Unfortunately, the first elder does not think so. Juliop explained to Yangchun that he does not like harassing the weak. He covered his sword with his energy and told our boy that he will really hate it if a weak man becomes the clan head. Yangchun did not respond to the boy. Juliop called out to the second elder and told him that he also has something he wants for winning the duel. The second elder believed that this was fair. He asked the young man to tell him what he wants. Juliop told the second elder that he wants Yol. Yangchun became enraged when he heard this. With a scary smile on his face, our boy referred to the boy as an arrogant bastard. Ryan laughed when he heard this. He accepted Juliop's request. He asked the boys to start the duel. Yangchun released his energy when he heard this. Juliop noticed something when he saw our boy's energy. Yangchun asked the boy to start. Juliop told him that the polite thing to do is to allow the weaker opponent attack first. Our boy asked him to tell him why he is afraid if he is weaker. Juliop was certain that he was better than Yangchun in speed, inner energy, and strength. Although he knew this, Juliop could not still attack our boy. He wondered if it is because of our boy's aura. The boy quickly removed this thought from his head. He was certain that Yangchun was full of flaws from top to bottom. He told himself that our boy is probably doing his best to deal with the inner energy he is exuding. The moment he thought of this, Yangchun stopped releasing his energy. Juliop smiled when he saw this. He believed that our boy ran out of inner energy faster because his energy is lesser. He was certain that Yangchun was now out of inner energy. Our boy took a stance. He reminded Juliop that he said that he can attack first. The boy told him that he can. Immediately he said this, Yangchun appeared next to him with his leg in the air. Juliop actually managed to see our boy's movement. He dodged Yangchun's kick. With a smile on his face, the boy told Yangchun that his attack was good, but he was too slow. Yangchun clenched his fist and gave the boy a quick punch on his face. Before he could react, our boy jumped up and landed a heavy kick on Juliop's face. The arrogant idiot got slammed to the ground. The attack caused a huge explosion. When Juliop raised his head, he spat out some blood. Yangchun asked the idiot to get up right now. He told him that he does not want to hear him cry that he won the duel with an ambush. He asked Juliop if he is already done. Juliop stood up and apologized to our boy for underestimating him. He told Yangchun that he was lacking. Our boy asked him if the fight is now over. Juliop took a stance and covered his sword with his energy. He told our boy that he is not yet attacked. Yangchun was annoyed to see that the fight won't end as fast as he wanted. Our boy knew that he did not have a lot of time left. Usually, Yangchun would utilize his inner energy by exuding it the same way Juliop is. However, in order to fight someone stronger, our boy needs to embody the inner energy within himself to reinforce his body. Unfortunately for him, his body cannot handle this level of inner energy yet. Our boy knew that he might experience energy deviation if he pushes himself too hard. Yangchun realized that he needs to finish this fight in 7 minutes because of the energy he had left. Our boy remembered that the sword technique Juliop uses starts and ends with the utilization of friction of force between the sword and sheath. He believed that he will be able to dodge his attack if he focuses on him. The moment our boy thought of this, Juliop launched his attack. The boy's attack was ridiculously fast. Yangchun barely managed to dodge it. It was as if Juliop was cutting the wind. The boy quickly turned around. He began to attack Yangchun more aggressively. Our boy could not do anything but focus on dodging. Yangchun noticed that the moves in Juliop's technique are well connected and natural. He could tell that Juliop trained quite hard to get to this stage. Our boy went down to dodge his attack. He turned his back to Juliop. Because of how well trained he is, our boy realized that Juliop won't be able to do anything once he cuts his technique off. Yangchun gathered his energy in his chest as he did this. Juliop prepared to land the final attack. Before his attack could land on our boy, he released his energy from his back. Juliop had to use his hand to block his face. He could not believe that Yangchun managed to exude this kind of energy. The split moment when he exuded all of his heat energy was enough for our boy to end the fight. Yangchun moved close to the idiot and landed a heavy punch on his stomach. Yangchun sent him flying with the punch. The idiot crashed into a wall. Our boy asked him if he knows what he hates most. He told him that he has no issues with people who insult him or try to take the position of clan head. Juliop spat out some blood. He noticed that he couldn't move. With a menacing look in his eyes, Yangchun revealed to him that he tried to take something that he shouldn't have dared to covet. He told the boy that he really hates this. Our boy did not like the fact that Juliop tried to take something that he did not deserve so easily. He wondered if he should break his arm so that he does not dream of trying something like this again. Yangchun decided to break his right arm. Before our boy could do anything, the second elder placed his hand on his shoulder and commended him on his win. He told him that he has done enough. In the next scene, we see Ryan scolding Yangchun. He told him that he was too harsh. Our boy told the elder that he expected Juliop to have prepared since he suggested the duel. He reminded him that the idiot got up on his own and went home by himself. He assured the elder that Juliop is fine. Ryan asked Yangchun if he is not worried about what the first elder will do. Our boy told him that he does not care. He reminded him that he is not going to become the clan head. The second elder ordered Yangchun to stop spouting nonsense. He told him that nobody can become the clan head other than a direct bloodline. Our boy told the man that Seola can do it. The girl asked him if she will get any food. Yangchun told her that she will be able to get as much as she wants. Our girl said that her dream is to now become captain of the clan. The second elder told our boy that this is not something to joke about. Yangchun told him that Seola can probably do it. The moment he said this, he realized something. He wondered about when Seola was going to learn how to wield a sword, due to the fact that she was called the direct disciple of the Sword Supreme. Our boy was certain that she was taught by him. However, Yangchun has never seen Seola hold a sword. She has only been learning chores. Our boy was certain that Seola was not always this stupid. He wondered about what our girl was like when he met her during winter. While thinking, Yangchun noticed that he had forgotten. He found this to be weird. This was not something that he should have forgotten easily. Upon seeing that her master was thinking, Seola asked him if he is all right. She believed that our boy hurt his head in the duel. She asked him to make her captain before he goes to heaven. Ryan stood up and told our boy that he will talk to him later. He asked him to rest. Yangchun asked him to tell him where he is going. The second elder realized that our boy had caught on. With a smile on his face, our boy reminded the man that he needs to keep his promise. The elder was annoyed to see that Yangchun remembered. He asked him to tell him what he wants. He asked him if he wants money or food. Yangchun laughed when he heard this. He told the old man that he does not need something so trivial. He told the elder that he needs someone as powerful as him to help him with a difficult situation. Ryan asked him to tell him what he wants. Our boy pointed outside and asked the elder to send him to Sichuan. The man was surprised to hear this. Yangchun told him that he should be able to do this as an elder. Ryan did not understand what our boy was saying. He asked him to tell him why he does not simply go if he wants to. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. Ryan was worried about the favor our boy wanted to ask him. He never expected him to ask for something so simple. Our boy reminded the elder that he is talking about Sichuan and not a marketplace. He reminded him that the only son of the clan cannot just move around as he wishes. He explained to Ryan that he needs to have an important reason to go somewhere so far. Ryan revealed to Yangchun that he can simply attend the Tang Weapon Exhibition. Our boy was shocked to hear this. The Tang Weapon Exhibition is an event that is held every year. The Tang clan invites other households to exhibit weapons made by artisans. The elder told Yangchun that he does not need to attend the event, but he could use it as an excuse to go to Sichuan. Ryan could not believe that Yangchun actually fought in a duel for this request. Our boy quickly changed his words. He told the elder that he was joking. He asked the elder to give him money. The man told Yangchun that he must really want to go to Sichuan. He said that he did not realize this. He told our boy that it is scary to grow old. Our boy begged the man to give him a spiritual pill if he cannot give him money. Ryan stood up and told our boy that he will send him to Sichuan as early as he can. He assured him that he will show him the power of an elder. Yangchun told the man that he has changed his mind. He begged him to give him something else. While screaming at the top of his voice, Ryan told our boy that he will send him to Sichuan right now. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. He told Ryan that it is impossible to do this. He reminded him that they need to first report about it, and he needs to also get ready. Immediately our boy said this. He found himself near some workers. They said that they received an urgent order from the second elder. They were told to send Yangchun to Sichuan right now. The Sword Supreme asked Siola to stay and work with him. Our boy could not comprehend what was happening. While he was looking around, he found himself in the carriage. He did not know when the carriage started moving. Yangchun never expected everything to happen so quickly. With a smile on his face, Ryan waved to our boy's carriage. He asked him to have fun. Hyagun turned around and told Ryan that they need to get to work. The elder asked the old man if he is talking to him. The Sword Supreme asked the second elder if he will let an old man like him do all the work. While sweeping, the elder told Hyagun that he is bored. He asked him to listen to his worries. The Sword Supreme asked the elder if he sent Yangchun off so quickly because he wanted to share his worries. Ryan revealed to the old man that the clan head asked him about the immortal physician a few days ago. He told him that the clan head was asking because someone told him to. The elder asked Hyagun to tell him why he is looking for the immortal physician. The old man walked forward and ignored him. The elder decided to change the topic. He decided to ask about Siola. He told the Sword Supreme that his granddaughter did not seem human. He asked him to tell him what our girl is. Hyagun told Ryan that he is crossing the line. The elder became nervous when he heard this. The Sword Supreme took out some swords that he created with his energy. He asked Ryan to watch his mouth. The elder explained to him that he would have sensed a presence similar to his if she was human. He told him that the vividness of the presence only differs from person to person. Ryan revealed to Hyagun that Siola had no presence when he met her at the Unified Dragon Assembly. The elder asked the Sword Supreme to give up if he believes that the immortal physician will come down and fix her with divine skills. He told him that he already knows that this is not a disease. Before the elder could say more, Hyagun asked him to shut up. He created a large amount of swords with his energy. He told Ryan that Siola is human. Ryan realized that he was not getting through to the Sword Supreme. He turned around and dropped the broom. He told Hyagun that what he wants is not important. As his sword slowly faded away, the Sword Supreme told himself that it does not matter if our girl is not human. He said that he will help her make up what she lacks in humanity. The old man clenched his fist out of anger. He said that he is willing to give up his life as long as Siola grows up safe and sound. A few hours after this, the Sword Supreme found out that Siola had disappeared. The scene shifts and we see Mu Yun and Hongwa next to a fire. The bodyguard told the maid that they simply need to prepare food. Hongwa explained to him that they still have a few days until they get to Sichuan. She told him that they need to ration their food. Mu Yun asked Hongwa to tell him where their master went. The woman revealed to him that Yangchun said that he wants to train while they prepare. The bodyguard told her that their master must be bored. Hongwa smiled and told him that they should have brought Siola. Inside the forest, we see our boy training. After using a few moves, Yangchun was exhausted. He fell to the ground and began to breathe heavily. Our boy could not believe that he was already out of inner energy after only using a few moves. It had been almost 10 days since they left. Despite his consistent training, our boy had not seen any progress. The biggest problem Yangchun faced during his fight against Juliop is the amount of inner energy that he has. Inner energy is the basis of all martial arts. Our boy knew that he had to raise his energy quickly. While thinking, Yangchun remembered the time he absorbed the energy of the demonic stone. He remembered that the demon well absorption arts is a way to absorb demonic energy from a spiritual pill or a demonic stone. However, the user of the technique also ends up taking in demonic energy into the body. This energy will corrupt the user. For unknown reasons, the Gu Flame Wheel art purified the demonic energy which our boy absorbed. After the energy was purified, Yangchun could no longer sense any demonic energy. Our boy felt like he could raise his inner energy with this method without any side effects. Although he wanted to do this, Yangchun believed that it will not be smart to use the technique. This is because the demon well absorption arts is the heavenly demon's martial arts. Our boy did not want to return to the demonic path when he barely managed to escape. While he was thinking, he hears someone scream. The guards quickly raised their torches. Our boy wondered about what was happening. He came out of the forest and walked up to Mu Yun. He asked him to tell him what happened. The man told his master that something is inside the carriage. Yangchun saw Manhwa shaking on the floor. Our boy decided to check inside the carriage. He saw something shocking. He saw Seola coming out of a box. The girl was happy to see Yangchun. With a smile on her face, she told him that she ended up coming. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the past. We see some servants loading up the carriage. Seola told her grandpa that she also wants to follow our boy. She reminded him that he let her travel last time. The man realized that she was referring to the Unified Dragon Assembly. While looking at Ryan, he explained to his granddaughter that he allowed her to leave because there was someone who could prevent her from making mistakes. He told our girl that there isn't anyone that can do this for her in Sichuan. He asked her to help him move some stuff if she understands. While carrying some clothes to the carriage, our girl thinks about the fact that Yangchun won't be back for a month. She realized that it will be better for her to stay because she is bad at chores and Yangchun hates unhelpful people. While she was putting his clothes into his box, someone asked her to wait. When our girl turned around, she did not see anyone. She decided to look into a box containing food to check for the voice she heard. While she was looking into the box, a hand pushed her inside. Seola did not understand what was happening. She believed that someone was playing a prank on her. Our girl said that she is scared. Before she could get up, the hand appeared again next to her head. It gently moved and made Seola feel sleepy. Our girl fell into the box and slept off. A mysterious voice apologized to Seola for what it did. It told her that it is leaving everything to her. After the voice said this, the servants told Yangchun that they are ready to move. With a confident smile on her face, Seola told Yangchun and the others that this was what happened. The three of them did not know how to react. They assumed that our girl was bullshitting them. Seola was surprised to see that they were not shocked. With a smile on her face, she told them that is what happened again. They assured her that they heard her the first time. They could not believe that she was saying she was possessed by a ghost. Our boy believed that Seola should have just left when she heard the voice. While they were traveling, Seola saw an owl. She told Yangchun that she has tasted an owl before. She told him that they are really chewy. On the same road, our girl saw a squirrel. Yangchun asked her if she has also eaten a squirrel. She told him that she has. Our boy told her that she won't get any cookies for eating a squirrel. Originally, Yangchun would have had a bodyguard take Seola home, but she has already come too far. Also, he does not have enough food to give her and the bodyguard. Our boy decided that it is best Seola travels with them. Seola picked up a worm. She asked Yangchun to trade the cookie for the worm. Our boy threw the cookie away when he heard this. Seola screamed when she saw this. Yangchun realized that he should have just sent her back home. While he was looking at the sky, our boy sensed the energy of 4 monsters coming towards them. He called out to Mu Yun. The bodyguard took out the charm and told his master that he already knows. He ordered everyone to stop. Yangchun grabbed Seola. He told himself that everything was too peaceful as he got ready to fight. Our boy noticed that there were now 3 monsters coming towards them. Immediately he noticed this. Another monster was killed. The last monster jumped out of the forest and rushed to attack Yangchun's carriage. Our boy clenched his fist and covered it with his energy. Someone in the air asked him and his crew to fall back. The girl used her sword to tear the monster into 2. After finishing off the monster, she told Mu Yun that she was not able to take care of them quickly because she was alone. Seola asked our boy if he knows her. Yangchun told her that he does not recognize her. Our girl called out to the young lady and asked her to look at them. Immediately Yangchun saw her face. He realized that he met the wrong person. Our boy remembered how this girl with white hair stood in a pool of blood. While standing in the pool of blood, the girl with an humongous set of boobs said that no one is there. Presently, the girl asked them if they are heading to Sichuan. She asked Yangchun if she can follow them. The beautiful girl introduced herself as Namgung Baya. Yangchun could not believe that he met her. He wondered about what the crazy bitch was doing in this place. The scene shifts and we see crows eating human flesh. The area was filled with dead bodies. The older Yangchun asked someone if they killed everyone. The person turns out to be the older Baya. The woman asked him to tell her what their cult leader said. Yangchun revealed to her that the cult leader asked him to bring her here and allow her to rampage like a crazy bitch. Baya asked him if he was the one who added the last words. Our boy was surprised to see that she had enough sense to figure this out. Baya asked our boy to leave with her. The woman was about to walk forward. Yangchun stopped her. He told her that she is looking the wrong way. He asked her to turn left. The woman seemed to be confused because she did not know which side was left. Yangchun was annoyed to see this. He walked past her and asked her to follow him. He was already tired of Baya's stupid nature. While walking, Baya asked our boy if the Sword Supreme is strong. Yangchun turned around and reminded the woman that their cult leader will take care of the Sword Supreme. She ignored our boy's words. She asked him to tell her the type of swordsmanship he uses. She asked him if Hyagun's swordsmanship is stronger than hers. She turned to the side after asking her questions. Yangchun called her a crazy bitch. He gathered his demonic energy and fired it at her. When the attack got close to her, it split apart. It destroyed some rocks behind her. With a scary look on her face, Baya asked our boy if he wants to fight. Yangchun did not know what she was talking about. He pointed at her and told her that she is going the wrong way. He asked her to simply shut up and follow him. While they were walking, the woman told him that she has another thing to say. Yangchun turned around and warned her that he will tear her apart if she mentions anything about the three Supremes. Baya pointed to her right. She said that it looks like a shortcut. Our boy did not understand what she was saying. He slowly gathered his energy. Before he could stop her, Baya disappeared. Yangchun called her an insane bitch. Our boy arrived at their destination in a day, while it took Baya 4 times as long. In the next scene, we are taken back to the present. The girl realized that Yangchun's group is heading to Sichuan. She asked him if she can accompany them. Yangchun told her that they are not going to Sichuan. Our boy did not want to get involved with this crazy bitch in his current life. Although he was aware of her identity, Yangchun told Baya that they cannot just trust that she is a member of the Namgung clan. Upon hearing this, Baya closed her eyes and released a large amount of her energy. Her energy was quite huge and bright. Mu Yun quickly placed his hand on his sword. Yangchun could not believe that she was actually using the ruler's sword form here. He knew how dangerous the technique was. When Baya opened her eyes, an explosion occurred in the area. When the dust cleared up, we see a sword at her neck. The girl explained that this is all she can demonstrate. She told them that she is not yet adept at it. She asked Yangchun if the evidence is sufficient. Our boy said that he is now aware of her identity. With a smile on his face, he told Baya that he does not think they should accompany someone with such a fearsome martial arts. The scene shifts and we see Baya roasting a frog on a stick. The girl was not far away from Yangchun's group. Siola told her master that Baya will probably be sleeping next to the fire. Our boy already knew this. While he was happy that Baya did not say anything when he rejected her, he never expected that she would follow their carriage. Yangchun did not know why she was following them when he said that he was not going to Sichuan. He decided that the best thing to do would be to ignore the girl. He asked Siola to stay away from her. Immediately he said this, he noticed that our girl was no longer sitting next to him. When he raised his head, he saw Siola teaching Baya how to peel a frog's skin. Yangchun walked up to her and pulled her back. He asked her to tell him what she is doing. Siola revealed to her master that she wanted to help Baya because she was about to eat a frog the wrong way. While talking, he noticed that the crazy girl was staring at him. Yangchun asked her to tell him why the daughter of a prestigious clan is traveling to a far land alone. Baya became shy when she heard this. She revealed to our boy that she actually left with her clan members, but she got lost on the way. Yangchun already knew that this was going to be the reason. The girl had zero sense of direction in her previous life. Our boy did not know why he expected it to be different in this life. Yangchun reminded her that they are going to Sichuan. He asked her to tell him why she is following them. Baya told him that she had a hunch that they were heading there. She could not believe that they were not going to Sichuan. Sola was surprised to hear this. She rose her head up to look at Yangchun. Our boy nodded his head to ask her to go with the lie. Unfortunately for him, Sola is not that smart. With a look of shock on her face, our girl asked Yangchun if they are not going to Sichuan anymore. Our boy could not believe what he was hearing. He realized that he should have sent the idiot home. Yangchun told Baya that he cannot stop her from heading in the same direction as them. He told her that he is not going to do anything for her. Baya reintroduced herself. She asked our boy to tell her his name. Yangchun introduced himself as Gu Juliop. He did not want this crazy girl to know anything about him. 2 days later, we see Siola showing the girl the forest. Our girl got off the carriage and went to chat with Baya. Thanks to this, their pace naturally slowed down. Yangchun asked Siola to get on the carriage. Our girl asked him if he will also let Baya join them. Our boy told her that he will never allow it. She said that she will not step into the carriage if he does not do this. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. He turned to Mu Yun and asked him about the time they will get there. The bodyguard explained to him that they would have gotten there in a day if they had their original pace. Our boy asked him to tell him how long it will take at their current pace. The man said that it will probably take them 3 days. Mu Yun did not know why his master was so wary of Baya. He asked him if he cannot just allow her to ride with him. Our boy realized that he did not have a choice. He told his bodyguard that they will reconsider their options at a nearby village. In the next scene, we see the group arrive in a town. While stretching his body, Yangchun said that they only have a day left to get to Sichuan. Mu Yun told his master that he is relieved that they do not have to camp out in the wilderness tonight. While on Baya's back, Siola told her that they can sleep together tonight. Baya asked her if this is allowed. Yangchun asked Siola to get down from her back. He asked Baya to tell him why she is carrying a maid on her back. Baya revealed to him that Siola said that her legs hurt. Our boy told Siola that she should have got into the carriage if her legs hurt. Our girl reminded him that he said that Baya cannot join them. While they were talking, Mu Yun said that he will look for a place where they can spend the night. Yangchun asked Siola to get down since they have arrived in a town. Baya asked her if she will come down now. Before she could move, Siola saw something in front of her. She told Baya that some people wearing the same clothes as her are coming towards them. A young boy with white hair ran to Baya. He referred to her as sister. He placed his hand on her shoulder and asked her to tell him where she went. He told her that they have been searching for her for a while. Baya revealed to her brother that she got lost. The boy reminded her that he suggested they tie ropes to each other. The girl told her brother that it would have been embarrassing to do this. Her brother reminded her that she disappeared immediately they began their journey. Before he could say more, he noticed that someone was on his sister's back. He asked Siola for her identity. Our girl introduced herself. She tapped Yangchun and told the boy that he is her master. Yangchun ordered her to get down immediately. Since this boy was Baya's younger brother, our boy realized that he is the future Lightning Blade, one of the 5 great swordsmen in the Murim. With a smile on his face, the boy introduced himself as Namgung Chunjin. Chunjin is currently known as the Lightning Dragon. Yangchun introduced himself as Juliop. He told Chunjin that he is honored to meet him. The boy began to blush. With a weird smile on his face, Chunjin asked our boy to tell him why he is with his sister. Yangchun told the Lightning Dragon that they coincidentally came across each other on their way to Sichuan. He told him that they got here together. Baya was surprised to hear this. She reminded him that she walked here. While they were talking, Siola seemed to notice something strange about Chunjin. Chunjin apologized to our boy for his sister's intrusion. He explained to him that they have booked a lot of rooms for the night. He asked him to use one of the rooms. Yangchun declined the offer. He told him that he only helped because it was the right thing to do. Our boy did not want to get more involved with Baya. He was certain that they could find another room on their own. While he was thinking, Mu Yun moved close to him. He revealed to his master that there are no more rooms available. Yangchun asked him to prepare to camp out. With a worried look on his face, Mu Yun reminded his master that they have been camping in the outdoors for days. He asked him if he intends to make them sleep outside again. Upon seeing how concerned his bodyguard was, Yangchun accepted Chunjun's offer. The first thing Baya did as a demonic martial artist was to neutralize her clan. She killed the clan head, her brother, and all the disciples of their clan. After this event, she achieved the title of Demonic Blade Empress and began her rise to fame. Yangchun wondered about how much Baya hated her clan for her to do something so cruel. Our boy believed that Baya did not have any problems with her brother. He assumed that they were going to be like him in Yansio. What he was most curious about was the ruler's sword form, which is the Namgung clan's secret technique. Yangchun could tell that Baya was much stronger than her brother, yet she did not have any title or fame at this point. Our boy believed that Chunjin was normal. He wondered if he is not seeing something. When Yangchun came out of the room, he saw Chunjin walking towards him. He bowed his head and thanked him for giving them a nice room. The Lightning Dragon walked past our boy and used his shoulder to brush him aside. With a look of anger on his face, Chunjin asked Yangchun to know his place. Our boy was shocked to hear this. Chunjin explained to him that he tried to be nice yesterday. He said that he never expected Yangchun to not know his place. He told him that he does not deserve to talk to his sister. With a scary look on his face, the boy told him that he does not know how he managed to seduce his innocent sister. He assured Yangchun that he will cut him in half if it happens again. Before he could continue talking, Baya came out of her room. Chunjin quickly changed his expression. With a smile on his face, he said that he is grateful to be able to help someone from the Gu clan. He pushed his sister forward and told her that they need to go for breakfast. Yangchun did not know what he just witnessed. He realized that everyone in the Namgung clan has lost their minds. The scene shifts and we see Mu Yun bowing to our boy. He asked him if he slept well. He wanted to tell him something about the Namgung clan. Yangchun asked him not to say it. He asked his bodyguard to tell him when they are going to leave. Muyun explained to his master that they have already finished preparing. He told him that they can leave after breakfast. Our boy told him that they need to hurry. Yangchun wanted to leave quickly in order to get away from this crazy people. When he stepped into the diner, he saw Baya and Siola eating together. Baya apologized to him for not greeting him when she saw him. The girls told him that the dumplings are very good. Yangchun asked Baya if they have to eat together. He sat down and told her that she shouldn't be sitting there. He told her that she should be eating with her brother. The moment he said this, we see Chunjin glaring at Yangchun. The boy was extremely angry. Baya told Yangchun that she simply sat there because it was close. Our boy revealed to her that her younger brother is glaring at him like he wants to kill him. Baya was surprised to hear this. She quickly turned around. She saw her brother smiling brightly at her. Yangchun could not believe that the boy quickly changed his emotion. He wondered if Chunjin was all right. Yangchun hoped that this is the last time he sees them until the Tang weapon exhibition. He ate 2 dumplings and stood up. Siola was surprised to see this. She asked him if he is done. Our boy told her that he is full. He moved to the door and asked Baya to enjoy her food. Siola followed him from behind. Baya was surprised to see Yangchun leaving. While she was staring at him, she smelled something foul. She used her hand to cover her nose. Chunjin walked up to her. He asked his sister to tell him why she did not join them when they were sitting close. When Baya turned to her brother, she noticed that he was the one releasing this foul energy. Chunjin asked his sister to sit with him next time. Baya assured him that she will do that. While looking at Yangchuan's group, the girl stood up. Her brother reminded her that she is not yet done eating. He asked her to tell him where she is going. Baya told him that she is going to rest in the carriage. Chunjin watched his sister as she walked up to Yangchuan's group, with a scary look on his face. The boy said that he hates it when people interfere in their relationship. This is a really creepy thing to say. I hope this guy gets killed soon. In the next scene, we see our boy in his carriage. He asked Baya to tell him why she is still following them. The girl told him that she is simply accompanying them. Yangchun pointed at Chunjin's carriage, which was next to theirs. He asked Baya to tell him why she joined them when her brother is close to them. With a smile on her face, Siola said that she was the one who brought her. With a look of anger on his face, Yangchun asked Mu Yun to get them both outside. The man told his master that they will both get down by themselves. He told him that they have arrived at Sichuan. The Sichuan Tang clan is an extremely prestigious Orthodox clan that has had their roots in the Sichuan region for centuries. The Namgung family's sharpness, the Hebei Peng clan's vigor, the Moyong clan's precision. The Tang clan may seem lacking compared to the other clans, but they are known as the best handlers of poison and steel. The Tang weapon exhibition is the result of their confidence. The scene shifts, and we see Yangchun thinking at the top of a building. Our boy was thinking about the fact that he needed to find the hidden treasury within 3 days after the exhibition comes to an end. All he knows is that the treasury is in Sichuan. While he was thinking, Siola was jumping around. She seemed to be quite excited. While looking at the city, Yangchun wondered about how he was going to find the treasure in this large place. Our boy decided to leak the information to the beggar sect if he cannot find the treasury. This was his last resort. He hoped to find the treasury before this happens. While he was thinking, Siola moved close to the edge to see the beautiful city. She screamed when she saw how it looked. Yangchun was shocked to hear her voice. He wondered why she was there. Our girl said that this is the first time she has been somewhere so high. She liked the wind she was feeling. She turned to her master. With a smile on her face, she told Yangchun that fireflies are dancing under the moonlight. Our boy did not seem impressed. Siola told her master that Baya talked about a pretty lake. She grabbed Yangchuan's hand and asked him to follow her there. In the next scene, we see the two at the lake. Our boy said that it is actually massive. Siola could not respond because she was still feeling pain from the hits our boy gave her on her head. Yangchun wondered about how large the clan was. He could not believe that there was an actual forest next to the lake. Siola took 2 flowers and asked her master to look for her. Our boy told her that he is not interested in the game. Our girl explained to him that she is simply trying to cheer him up. Yangchun told her that it is not something she can help with. He asked her to stop worrying about it. Our girl told him that she might be able to help if he shares the issue with her. Yangchun asked her to tell him where someone would hide some valuables in this vast land. Siola said that the people who hid it are wicked. Our boy told her that he is not asking for emotional support. While they were talking, someone asked them for their identities. The person explained to them that outsiders are not allowed to transverse here. Yangchun immediately recognized the girl who was speaking to him. He remembered the woman who single-handedly stopped the swarm of several thousand demonic humans that attacked Sichuan. The girl in front of him is Tang Soyol. She will be known as the Poison Queen. She is actually someone who Yang Chun killed in his past life. The scene shifts and we are taken to the past. We see an older Soyol lying in rubbles. Yang Chun walked up to her. He asked her if she is all done. The woman's eyes appeared to have been injured. She asked our boy if he is a particular person. Yang Chun revealed to her that her kin has already deserted long ago. He asked her to tell him what she thought would change if she guarded this place by herself. Soyol told him that she never expected any change. Our boy did not understand this. He asked her to tell him why she guarded the place then. With a smile on her face, the woman asked him to tell her why he came here. Yang Chun grabbed her neck and told her that he came to end her life. Soyol did not seem to be worried. She apologized to our boy. Yang Chun could not believe that she was apologizing to a demonic human. He asked her if she has lost her mind. The woman said that she has actually lost her sanity. She told him that there are too many things she can now see after losing her eyes. She said that she should have let go earlier. Yang Chun could not comprehend what she was saying. He asked her if she is done. She revealed to him that she has a selfish request. She asked Yang Chun to do something if there is still time left in the world. After hearing what she said, our boy snapped her neck. When he stood up, he took a look at the blood on his hand. He was repulsed by it. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the present. Soyol moved close to our boy and asked him to tell her why he is not answering her. Yang Chun realized that the girl was still known as the Poison Peak at this point. Soyol told him that she will call the guards. Before she could do anything, Baya arrived. She shared our boy's identity with her. The girl could not believe that Baya was just telling her now. Baya told her that she never asked. Soyol bowed her head and introduced herself. She apologized for yelling at him. Yang Chun introduced himself as Juliop and apologized for not responding to her. With a serious look on her face, Soyol asked our boy to tell her why he came to the lake. She explained to him that those who are not part of their family have no business there. Our boy reminded her that Baya is also an outsider. The girl revealed to him that her kin has allowed her into the lake. Yang Chun realized that the girl was telling him to leave because she did not invite him there. He did not have any problem with this because he was already leaving. He told her that he will take his leave. After he left with Siola, Soyol told her friend that Yang Chun is unbelievably rude. Baya asked her about why she glared at our boy so harshly. The girl explained to her that she did not like the fact that Yang Chun didn't apologize even after she pointed out his mistake. While blushing, Soyol said that good looks are not everything. She told her friend that she hates guys who act rude just because they are a little handsome. The girl realized that she just called Yang Chun handsome. She quickly tried to explain herself, but she wasn't making any sense. Baya could not believe that her friend thought our boy was handsome. She had only seen him with an angry face. Soyol walked forward and said that she prefers guys who are homely even if they are a little ugly. In the next scene, we see Yang Chun step out of his room. He thinks about the fact that the Tang weapon exhibition is tomorrow. He decided to train with his free time. When our boy turned around, he saw Baya and her brother. Yang Chun was not happy to see them. He asked them about why they came to see him. Baya told him that she came for food. Our boy did not understand what she was talking about. He asked her to explain herself. Chunjin revealed to him that the Tang clan has invited them for a meal. He told Yang Chun that his sister suggested inviting him as well. Our boy thanked her for the offer. He told her that he is quite shy. He told her that the place will not be comfortable for him. Yang Chun hoped that the two of them understood his message. He wanted them to leave. Baya did not understand what our boy was trying to say. Chunjin grabbed Yang Chun's hand. With a forced smile on his face, he asked our boy to join them. Yang Chun was annoyed to see this. He could not believe that Chunjin was threatening to bring him to the dining hall. Out of anger, Yang Chun released his murderous energy. Chunjin became terrified when he felt this energy. Our boy quickly took away his energy when he noticed that the boy was scared. He decided to go to the hall. With a smile on his face, he told Baya that he cannot reject her thoughtful invitation. He told her that he will follow her. Our boy grabbed Chunjin and moved him close. With a smile on his face, he asked the idiot to keep smiling. He reminded him that his lovely sister is watching. The idiot grit his teeth out of anger. He was forced to thank Yang Chun for accepting the invitation. Our boy assured him that it is fine. In the next scene, we see Yang Chun at the dining hall. Our boy was shocked to see the food placed in front of him. He already knew that Sichuan is known for having spicy food, but he did not expect every dish to be spicy. He did not know what to eat. Tang Jiak, who is the son of the Tang clan head, asked our boy to enjoy. Yang Chun decided to eat some dumplings. It looked a little less red than the other dishes. Before he could place the food into his mouth, he noticed that Soil was staring at him. The girl was breathing heavily as she stared at him. Yang Chun did not understand what was going on. He remembered that the girl always gave him this weird look whenever he met her in his previous life. He could not believe that he had to endure this same look in this life. While thinking, our boy took a bite out of the dumpling. Unfortunately for him, the dumpling was quite spicy. Yang Chun began to panic. He wanted to spit out the food. Soil's breathing got heavier as she watched our boy panic. While trying to blow some air into his mouth, someone offered him some water. Our boy quickly accepted it. The person placed a slice of meat on a plate. The person turns out to be Baya. The girl told him that the meat is not spicy. Yang Chun was surprised to see this. He asked Baya to stop acting casual. The girl apologized to him. Someone was annoyed to see them talking, as expected. The person turns out to be the weirdest motherfucker in the room. Chunjin broke his chopsticks out of anger. Jiak was surprised to see that his chopsticks broke. He apologized to him for giving him something defective. Chunjin told the boy that he tends to use chopsticks a little forcefully. While he was drinking his water, Yang Chun noticed that Soil sat next to him. The girl had a flushed look on her face. Our boy did not understand why she was acting weird. He asked her if she has anything to say to him. The girl panicked when she heard this. She told him that she has nothing to say. Yang Chun asked her if she is certain. He told her that she can ask him anything. Before Soil could finish her sentence, Chunjin asked Jiak if the training ground is downstairs. Jiak reminded him that he showed him last time. He explained to him that the place is their clan's exclusive training ground. He told Chunjin that they actually don't use the place even though they maintain it. This is because everyone has their own personal training area. While looking down at the training ground, Chunjin said that he wants to see the place. Due to the fact that everyone was done eating, Jiak asked them to go together. Yang Chun could tell that the weird bastard was planning something. He just didn't know his plan. When they arrived at the training ground, Chunjin told his friend that it is quite spacious. Even Yang Chun was surprised to see how big it was. Jiak revealed to him that their ancestors believe that a place is better if it is larger. The boy did not really get it. While looking at the wooden swords there, Chunjin told his friend that there might be a deeper meaning to the size of the training ground. Jiak revealed to everyone that his sister used to train here because she was always trying to beat him up. He said that his sister has now changed because she is older. He was sad to see that she did not want to fight him anymore. Soil was embarrassed to hear this. She felt embarrassed that Yang Chun heard this. She did not know what to say. Our boy was actually just relieved that he did not have a sister like her. Chunjin told everyone that they need to move around a bit to let their food digest. Yang Chun could not relate to what the boy said. He barely ate anything. Chunjin took out a sword and asked our boy if he wants to have a sparring match with him. Yang Chun was not surprised to hear this. He could tell that Chunjin plans to beat him up. His face already gave away his intent. Our boy was not interested in falling for a stupid trap. With a smile on his face, Yang Chun told him that it is not smart for a third-rate martial artist to fight the lightning dragon. Before he could say more, someone told Chunjin that the fight is unacceptable. The person turns out to be Soil. The girl reminded the boy that there is a massive difference between them in age and skills. She asked him to tell her what he will do if he hurts Yang Chun's face. Our boy was actually annoyed to hear what she said. Chunjin assured Soil that they will not use internal energy in the match. He told her that it will simply be a mentoring match. With a cocky look on his face, Chunjin asked Yang Chun if he is okay with this terms. Our boy smiled when he heard this. He could not believe that this bastard wanted to fight him without using internal energy. He was more provoked by the fact that the bastard said that he would mentor him. Yang Chun asked him if he can handle it. Chunjin did not understand what he was saying. Our boy asked him if he is skilled enough to mentor him. Jiak was surprised to hear this. He told our boy that he phrased his words too rudely. He reminded him that Chunjin is his senior. Chunjin laughed when he heard what Yang Chun said. With a creepy smile on his face, he asked our boy to show him what he can do. The two of them stepped on the training ground. Chunjin asked Yang Chun to go first. Our boy asked him to do the same thing. Chunjin was annoyed to hear this. He could not believe that Yang Chun was asking him to start first. With a forced smile on his face, he accepted our boy's offer. He quickly rushed to attack him. He swung his sword at him when he got close to him. Yang Chun managed to dodge the attack by moving to the side. Chunjin turned around and attacked him again. Our boy easily dodged the attack. He could tell that this first two attacks were just for show. The real fight was just about to start. Chunjin began to attack him aggressively. Soil watched this fight with a worried look on her face. Soil has always been different, even as a child. While children her age chased after dogs or cats, she frolicked with beasts such as tigers and wolves. She liked the slanted, ferocious eyes and the growling, revealing sharp fangs. As beasts that were apex predators, they gave off an unapproachable aura. The power which differentiated them from feeble animals was what entranced the girl the most. While lying on her wolf, which is known as Danglang, Soil asked it if there is a guy like him in Sichuan. She hoped that she would meet someone at the weapon exhibition. The girl told her wolf that she does not understand why other girls love Chunjin's feminine-looking face. She asked her wolf if there is no one like him around. Fortunately for Soil, she met the love of her life who she never expected to meet. The girl did not know why her heart was beating on the first day she met Yangchun. The girl told herself that she must be confused. She was certain that this was a lapse caused by the cold morning air. She believed that our boy will look like another ugly clan heir when she wakes up tomorrow. The next day, the girl found herself more attracted to Yangchun. She found his eyes to be cool. She found it amazing that he cannot eat hot food. She even found it cute to watch him drink water. When our boy asked her if she had something to say, she began to panic. She did not know when she got there. She was just sitting next to her brother. Soil wondered if this is what love feels like. She wanted to speak to him, but she was interrupted by Chunjun. Soil's thought was cut off when she saw someone would fall in front of her. When the girl raised her head up, she saw something impressive. She saw Yangchun break Chunjun's sword with his hand. The boy was shocked to see this. Yangchun smiled when he saw the look on his face. Soil fell to her knees. She had completely fallen for our boy. Chunjun did not understand why his sword broke. He made sure that Yangchun could react to his first 2 attacks to play with him, but he went all out afterwards. Our boy told the idiot that geniuses like him have a habit of daydreaming while fighting. He told him that he would have died 3 times if this was a real battle. Yangchun clenched his fist. He asked him if he is aware of this fact. Chunjun immediately stepped back before Yangchun's punch landed on him. He could not believe that our boy was attacking without a sword. He called him a dirty bastard in his head. Yangchun asked the idiot to get another sword behind him. He reminded him that he said that this was a mentoring match. He asked him to teach him a lesson. Chunjun was quite angry to hear this. Our boy told the idiot that he might be the one teaching him. He said that education is not his strong suit. Immediately Chunjun took out a sword. Yangchun sensed something. He saw the bastard adding his energy to his sword. The moment he was done, he rushed to attack our boy. His attack was ridiculously fast, but Yangchun managed to dodge it. He could not believe that this bastard was using internal energy. He decided to fuck him up. Before Yangchun could attack him, Chunjun used his technique. To his surprise, our boy disappeared in front of him. His technique got destroyed. Chunjun was annoyed to see this. He could not accept the fact that someone like our boy was stronger than him. Yangchun destroyed his technique with his body. Our boy realized that he had given the idiot enough chances. He moved close to him and used his leg to hit his balls. Everyone was shocked to see this. The bastard could not even scream. When his little man broke apart, Chunjun fell to the ground and began to scream. While he was trembling on the ground, Yangchun moved close to him. With a smile on his face, our boy asked him if his little man has burst. Chunjun called Yangchun a bastard. Our boy believed that the idiot's balls did not burst because he was still talking back. Chunjun called him a coward. He told him that he does not deserve to call himself a martial artist. He explained to him that he will have to lower his head while walking when all the clans hear about what happened. Yangchun asked the boy to tell him the amount of people he has killed. Chunjun was shocked to hear this. He stopped looking at him and said that he does not know what he is talking about. Yangchun told the boy that he must have killed at least 10 people. Our boy raised the idiot's hand up. He began to scream when this happened. Before Yangchun could do anything, Jiak begged him to stop. Our boy reminded him that Chunjun infused his sword with his energy, and he even released a heavy bloodlust which everyone felt. He asked Jiak if he believes that Chunjun made this mistake because he was immature. He reminded the boy that the asshole in front of him is older than him. Jiak told Yangchun that the idiot is from the Namgung clan. He asked him if he knows what will happen if Chunjun is seriously hurt. Yangchun explained to him that he is already holding himself back a lot because the idiot is from the Namgung clan. He asked Jiak to tell him what would happen if their position were reversed. Jiak asked him to tell him what he wants to do. Without saying anything, Yangchun broke the idiot's arm. Chunjun grit his teeth to withstand the pain. Jiak did not know what to say. While hearing Chunjin's screams, our boy walked forward. Before he could get far, Yangchun realized that he has gotten into trouble. He wondered about what the second elder would say if he told him that he beat up a member of the Namgung clan. Our boy quickly realized that the elder might let it go if he gives him a rough explanation. He might even praise him and say that he did a good job. Yangchun was certain that he can explain things since he had witnesses. Before he could walk far, someone grabs him. When he turned around, he saw Baya. The girl asked him to tell her his name. Our boy reminded her that he already introduced himself as Juliop. Baya told him that he is lying. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He did not know how she found out. He asked her if she wants to know his name in order to get revenge for her brother. When Yangchun looked into her eyes, he could tell that she did not care about that. He could not believe that her expression is still the same even after he beat up her brother. Baya moved closer to our boy and asked him to tell her his real name. Yangchun was surprised to see this. He asked her to tell him why she is acting like they are friends. Baya apologized to him. He asked her if she will stop following him after hearing his name. Baya nodded at him. Upon seeing this, Yangchun revealed his true name to her. Baya was surprised to hear his name. She gently smiled as she repeated it to herself. The scene shifts and we see Yangchun walking somewhere. Our boy realized that he cannot attend the Tang weapon exhibition after hurting Chunjun. This was not actually a bad thing. He had now earned himself an extra day to look for the secret chamber. Yangchun decided to start his search after resting a bit. He was tired from the fight. Before he could take another step, our boy wondered about what Mu Yun would say. He realized that his bodyguard can tell him that he will follow him around to make sure that he does not cause any trouble. Yangchun realized that he cannot go into his room. In the next scene, we see Seola looking at the city from a balcony. While she was looking around, Mu Yun barged into the room. He called out to his master. He asked Seola if she has seen their master. He did not know why she was in Yangchuan's room. Our girl told him that she has not seen him. Mu Yun began to panic when he heard this. Seola asked him if something happened. Mu Yun revealed to her that Yangchun has not returned after going for a meal appointment with the other clans this morning. Seola became excited when she heard about food. Mu Yun told her that our boy also beat up a Namgung clan member. The man did not know how he was going to report everything. When he stepped out of the room, our girl turned around. Her eyes began to glow. It looked as if she sensed something. The Yun clan of Jinchuan is a martial arts clan that was the best merchant clan in the Central Plains several centuries ago. They were a clan that had the strongest martial artist and also a tight rein on the flow of cash. Even this powerful clan that seemed like nothing could bring it down disappeared after a bloodshed. No one knows the reason behind the Yun clan's sudden disappearance, but based on the records left behind, all the secrets of the Yun clan are hidden under a white maple tree. At night, we see Yangchun searching the forest for the maple tree. Unfortunately, he could not find anything. Yangchun did not know how he was going to find a maple tree when it was not yet autumn. He believed that the tree is probably dead already. He found it weird that the treasure was supposed to be under the tree. He believed that someone spread the rumor as a prank. Yangchun sat on the ground to catch his breath. Unfortunately for him, he didn't eat anything the whole day and he had used up all his energy in the fight. Additionally, he was climbing a mountain in the middle of the night. While he was talking to himself, someone carrying a huge green sack walked up to him. The person turns out to be Seola. Our girl offered her master a cookie. Yangchun happily accepted it. He said that it is a good thing that she is a greedy pig. Our girl was annoyed to hear this. She asked him not to call her a pig. Yangchun asked her if the huge sack is full of food. Seola told him that it is. Our boy was relieved to hear this. He revealed to Seola that he was going to return because he was feeling hungry. Seola asked her master if she was of help. Our boy told her that she was. Immediately he said this, he realized that he forgot something important. With a look of anger on his face, he asked Seola to tell him why she is there. Our girl smiled brightly when she heard this. After dishing out the food, Seola explained to her master that people started searching for him after finding out he was missing. She told him that she came there to find him. Yangchun asked her to tell him how she knew he was in the mountain. Our girl told him that it was simply a gut feeling. Seola stood up and told her master that he can be at ease now that she is there. Yangchun asked her to sit down. He told her that she can get sand into the food. Although his hunger problem was solved, it did not change the fact that he still couldn't find the white maple tree. Yangchun realized that he might not find the tree even if they search this place for 3 days with the remaining rations they have. He wondered if he should just give up. While eating, Yangchun said that it is impossible to find a white maple tree in summer. He said that the story is a blatant lie. Seola told him that it is not a lie. She revealed to him that the tree looked really pretty when she saw it earlier. Our boy agreed that the tree would be pretty. The moment he said this, he understood what Seola said. He quickly stood up and asked her if she saw the tree. Our girl revealed to him that she saw the tree together with him. Yangchun was shocked to hear this. He asked her if she is certain. With a bright smile on her face, Seola told him that she is. The scene shifts and we see Seola direct Yangchun to a tree. The tree was at the edge of a cliff. It had completely withered away. Our boy asked Seola if he is looking at the white maple tree. He asked our girl to head back first. He told her that she needs to get her eyes checked. He could not believe that she was calling this withered tree a white maple tree. Seola was surprised to hear this. She asked her master if something is wrong with his eyes. She told him that they are looking at a white maple tree. Yangchun walked past her. He told her that it is his fault for believing her. Seola was surprised to hear this. She assured her master that she is not lying. A voice told her that she is correct. Seola was happy to hear this. She moved close to the tree when she heard this voice. Yangchun came to look at this tree because he had no other clues. He wondered if he will be able to find the tree in this large forest within the time he has. Our boy realized that it would be better for him to head back and receive training from the second elder than to waste his time here. The only problem he had was that he did not know if the elder will train him properly. While he was thinking, Yangchun hears some noise behind him. He quickly turned around. He saw a spatial crack in front of Seola. Our boy did not know what it was, but it looked dangerous to him. He asked Seola to get away from the crack. Unfortunately, our girl did not listen. She stretched out her hand towards the crack. Yangchun was shocked to see this. He quickly began to run. Before he could reach Seola, her hand had touched the crack. The crack widened and released a bright light. Yangchun used his hand to cover his eyes. When he opened his eyes, he saw something shocking in front of him. He saw the white maple tree. The tree was quite beautiful. Seola turned around. With a smile on her face, she told her master that it is real. Yangchun did not understand what just happened. He was certain that this tree was dying earlier. He noticed that Seola did something that led to the tree changing. He wondered if this was the mechanism that was created to hide the chamber. He did not understand how Seola was able to understand the mechanism. He asked her to tell him how she did it. Our girl asked her master about what he is talking about. Yangchun reminded her that she did something to make the tree appear. Seola asked him to tell her what she did. Our boy told her that she walked up to the tree and touched something. Seola was surprised to hear this. She told her master that she does not know what he is talking about. Yangchun became annoyed when he heard this. He walked past her and told her that she did not do anything. He decided to question her later. He looked around the tree for the chamber. The treasure was not hidden on the surface. While he was looking around, Yangchun saw a light coming from the edge of the cliff. When he moved close to the edge, he saw a portal below. Yangchun now understood why they said that the treasure is hidden under the white maple tree. Seola said that this is the entrance. She jumped down from the cliff. Yangchun was shocked to see this. With a smile on her face, our girl said that she is going in first. As she entered into the portal, she asked our boy to join her. Yangchun was annoyed to see this. Unfortunately, he did not have any other choice. He also jumped into the portal. Immediately our boy went in. A man comes out of hiding. The man was wearing the uniform of the Namgung clan. With a smile on his face, the man referred to our boy and Seola as bastards. There was a cave on the other side of the portal. Yangchun was relieved to see that he landed safely. He moved close to Seola and told her that it is dangerous. Inside the cave, there were two paths. Yangchun became certain that he was in the treasury because of the two paths. He wondered about the path they should choose. Seola grabbed her head and carefully thought about the best path. After thinking for a while, our girl pointed at the tunnel on the left. Yangchun wanted to question her, but he remembered how she found the tree. He decided to go with her decision. Our girl was shocked to see that her master has been agreeing with her throughout the day. Yangchun decided to not say anything for now. After they walked into the tunnel, the man landed on the ground. While they were walking, Yangchun became annoyed. He asked Seola if she is certain about this path. He reminded her that they have been walking for a while. He told her that he does not see an end. Our boy also noticed that the glow stones were getting sparser and the path was getting darker. He asked our girl if she is certain about the path. Seola asked him to trust her. This just made Yangchun angrier. Before our boy could complain again, Seola told him that they have arrived. The place was completely dark. Yangchun smacked her on the head and asked her to stop being annoying. When he looked around, he noticed that the glow stones in this place have lost their light. Yangchun could not find anything in the room. He asked Siola if this is truly the treasury. Before he could say more, she placed her hand on his shoulder. With a nervous look on her face, she said that something is here. Immediately she said this, something passed by her side. This thing wasn't visible to Yangchun until it began to glow. Our boy was shocked to see what was in front of him. He saw a huge white snake. He could not believe that he was looking at a demonic beast. Siola called out to him. Yangchun asked her to keep quiet. He could not believe that a demonic beast was in a place like this. The room was just empty seconds ago. Our boy did not understand how the beast got into the room. He found it weird that something so big would not be noticed. Yangchun could tell that this demonic beast was at least a blue-rank demonic beast. Fortunately for them, the snake was asleep. Yangchun turned to the exit. He believed that they can make it out if they move quietly. Before he could do anything, the demonic beast woke up. Our boy was shocked to see this. He wondered if he needed to fight. While he was thinking, Xiola's eyes were glowing when she looked into the snake's eyes. Yangchun realized that he cannot take on this snake. He did not know what to do. Xiola noticed that her master was shaking. Yangchun told himself that he cannot let his chance at a quiet life end so helplessly. He clenched his fist and released some of his energy. He decided to die fighting. The snake referred to him as a child and asked him to relax himself. Yangchun was shocked to hear a demonic beast speaking. The snake assured him that he has no intention of harming him. Our boy asked the beast about how it is able to speak in human tongue. The snake laughed when he heard Yangchun call him a demonic beast. He revealed to our boy that he is curious about how someone that is not of the Yun bloodline found himself in this place. Yangchun told the snake that he was simply looking around. The snake seemed to have noticed something. He accepted our boy's explanation. He asked Yangchun to tell him his purpose for coming there. Our boy knew that he cannot reveal the reason why he came because the snake might be related to the Yun clan. He referred to the snake as Mr. and told him that he came in there by coincidence. Immediately he said this. He realized that he called a snake Mr. The snake laughed when he heard what our boy said. He revealed to him that there are no items left in this place. The snake told our boy that he has a question for him. He asked Yangchun to tell him what he thinks fate is. Our boy found this question to be weird. He asked the snake to tell him why he is asking a stupid question. The white snake felt silly when it heard this. It began to laugh like a crazy person. Yangchun became nervous when he saw this. He wondered if the snake had gone senile. The snake apologized to him for asking a silly question. He told Yangchun that he should have already known that something was wrong when the person in front of him is not from the Yun clan. He realized that the Yun clan has passed away. The snake wondered why he felt regret for things that would vanish. He wondered why he endured. Our boy was not interested in what the snake was saying. With a smile on his face, he told the snake that they will be leaving now. The moment he said this, the snake threw an orb at him. Yangchun asked him about what it is for. The snake asked him to accept it as payment for playing with an old man. He told our boy that it will be better for the orb to enter the hands of someone who he has met. Yangchun realized that it was not a demonic stone. Before he picked it up, the snake said that someone like him will be able to hold this thing within himself better than others. Our boy picked up the orb. He asked the snake to explain what he means. Immediately he said this. The orb began to glow. Yangchun was shocked to see this. He was certain that the orb was not a demonic stone. He did not know when he activated the demon well absorption art. Our boy noticed that he feels different from the time he absorbed a demonic stone. He tried to control the energy in his hand. While he was struggling, Xiola placed her hand on his back. Yangchun was surprised to see this. Before he could say anything, he lost his strength. He fell to the ground and lost consciousness. When Xiola stood up, the snake asked her if she is satisfied. Our girl was covered in a unique energy. Her aura felt different. She told the snake that it is not a matter of satisfaction. The snake advised her to put her aura away. He explained to her that such a strong aura will cause something much worse than fainting. Our girl told him that she already knows this. The snake referred to Xiola as someone who knows that she has already twisted too many things. He asked her if this is her choice. Our girl asked the snake if he cannot comprehend her decision. The snake revealed to her that he actually feels worse for her because he can understand. Xiola asked him to tell her why he handed over his important crystal to a human he just met. As his body slowly faded away, the snake told our girl that it was simply a swing of mood. He explained to her that nothing is more lonelier than waiting for someone who won't come. He said that he has decided to let things go. Seola felt bad as she watched the snake fade away. She referred to it as the emptiness of fate. Seola placed her hand on Yang Chuan's head. She said that looking at him makes her forget things like the emptiness of fate. She referred to him as a regretful man. She noticed that Yang Chun was scared of losing the second life that he gained, and yet he still stood his ground to protect her. This action really touched our girl. Her eyes were filled with tears. While she was crying, someone asked her to give something back. Seola apologized to the person. She asked them to wait a little longer. She said that it is still dangerous. Immediately she said this, the man came out of hiding. He realized that Seola already sensed his presence. He asked her about when she figured it out. Our girl revealed to him that it is not hard to pick out the presence of an imbecile that does the dirty work of the Namgung clan. The man was annoyed to hear this. He could not believe that Seola and Yang Chun came into the mountain and crawled into weird places like this. He was more surprised to see that his young master lost to someone like Yang Chun who got exhausted from making the journey here. The man revealed to Seola that he has been ordered to take care of things quietly. He assured her that he will let her go if she gives him our boy. The moment he said this, he placed his sword next to her neck. Seola did not seem surprised. She asked the man if this is the will of the Namgung clan or the idiot he serves. The man was annoyed to hear this. He referred to her as bitch and asked her to not insult his young master. Seola raised her hand and touched the tip of his blade. The man believed that our girl wanted to retaliate. Before he could do anything, he saw a bright golden light. When he looked down, he saw his hand on the floor. He quickly began to scream. Seola asked him to be quiet. She stood up and surrounded herself with swords she created with her energy. Her hair had also turned golden. She turned around and asked him not to wake Yang Chun up from his nap. The scene shifts and we are taken back some hours earlier. We see Chunjin on his bed. The bastard tied his broken hand with bandages. He slammed his hand on the bed out of anger. He told himself that Yang Chun won by using some cheap trick. He raised his hand up. He did not believe that it was possible for a nobody to defeat him. The moment he thought of this, he felt a large amount of pain in his arm. He quickly grabbed the arm. He called out to his bodyguard whose name is Machiel. The man was actually in the room with him. He was separated from Chunjin by a curtain. The man answered his master's call. Chunjin raised his head up and pushed his hair backwards. With a look of anger on his face, he asked the man to tell him what to do. Machiel revealed to his master that Mu Yun is more powerful than they expected. He told him that they would not be able to take care of him. However, Yang Chun is currently moving without his bodyguard. Machiel told his master that this is their best chance. Chunjin smiled when he heard this. He reminded the man that he has always trusted him. He asked him to bring him good news again. Machiel reminded his master that Yang Chun is still a member of the Gu clan. He asked him about how far he should go. With a creepy smile on his face, Chunjin asked Machiel to take Yang Chuan's life for his shoulder. He said that this is a fair trade. The man grabbed his sword and told his master that he understands. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the present. We see Machiel trembling in front of Seola. With a shaky tone in his voice, he asked her about her identity. After thinking about it, Seola told him that he does not need to know who she is. Machiel asked her about why she is working as a maid. The moment he asked this question, another light flashed past him. His other hand fell off when this happened. Machiel began to scream. Seola told him that she is not interested in taking questions. While looking at Yang Chun, our girl said that she does not have enough time left. Machiel realized that he needed to run while Seola was staring at Yang Chun. He slowly stood up. He quickly turned around and began to run. He knew that he only had one chance to get away. He believed that he needed to return to his clan to survive. The man had never heard of such a monstrous girl. He was certain that he needed to report this to his clan. Before he could get far, Machiel noticed that his face was getting closer to the floor. The man did not understand what was happening. When he looked up, he saw that his head has already been cut off from his body. The man did not know when he was torn apart. The being in Seola's body said that it wanted to leave the first life our girl took to her own jurisdiction. The person did not like the fact that an intruder like her was the one who had the first kill. The person apologized to Seola. Our girl asked the person to return her body to her. The person apologized to her. She reached out to Yang Chun and asked Seola if she can stay for some minutes, before the person could touch our boy. Seola reminded her that this is her body. The being told her that she is right. She said that even the present belongs to her. Immediately she said this, the swords began to slowly disappear. The snake, whom had not completely faded away, asked the being if she is leaving. The person said that she needs to rest. She said that she did too much in a child's body. The snake asked the entity if she knows the kind of thing that she is. The entity said that she knows some things. The snake told her that it will be a hard journey. The being said that she is aware. The snake prayed that the being will receive a blessing in her path. After praying, the snake completely faded away. This entity is clearly someone who knew Yang Chun from his past life. With a smile on her face, she told our boy that they should meet again if they have the opportunity. After saying this, the being left Seola's body. Her hair returned back to normal. In the next scene, we see Yang Chun wake up. Our boy found himself outside. Seola was happy to see her master awake. Yang Chun quickly raised his head up. He looked around. He did not know how they returned to the edge of the cliff. He asked Seola about what happened. Yang Chun tried to recall what happened. He remembered that they found a white maple tree. The chamber was empty. A massive snake appeared out of nowhere. He touched a strange orb which the snake gave him. The energy of the orb got absorbed by him. He told Seola that these are the things that happened. Our girl became confused. She did not remember anything about an orb or a snake. Yang Chun could not believe that she did not remember anything. Our girl assured him that she has no memory of what he is talking about. Our boy begged her to not lie to him. Seola asked him to tell her how he expects her to believe that he found a white maple tree, a giant snake, and a strange orb. Yang Chun could not believe that our girl chose to be logical with her reasoning today. He looked around and asked Seola to tell him who brought them there. Our girl revealed to him that she found herself there when she woke up. The moment he heard this, he felt something in his chest. Seola asked him if he is all right. Yang Chun fell to the ground. He assured her that he is fine. He told her that his core is simply aching. The moment he said this, our boy realized something. He sat in a lotus position and began to circulate his energy. Our boy was able to confirm his suspicion. He noticed that there has been a change in the amount of energy flowing in his body ever since he absorbed the orb. The energy in his body is almost enough to take him to the 4th star. Due to the energy in his body, Yang Chun became certain that his memory is correct. He wondered if the snake moved them and wiped Seola's memory. Our boy believed that this was the most sensible explanation. Seola told her master that they can return if he is in pain. Yang Chun assured her that he is fine. He told her that they need to return in order to allow Mu Yun to stop worrying. He went down and asked Seola to get on his back. Our girl was surprised to hear this. She asked him about why he wants to carry her. Yang Chun revealed to her that it will take them 2 hours to return if they walk. He told her that this method is faster. With a nervous look on her face, Seola told him that she ate a lot of food yesterday. Yang Chun did not understand why she mentioned this. He asked her to get on. Our girl realized that she had no other choice. When she got on him, she asked him if she is quite heavy. Yang Chun told her that she is not light. Our girl asked him to let her down. With his flame wheel arts at 3 stars and the overflowing energy in his body, our boy was feeling different. He jumped down from the cliff. He saw different peaks. While running, Yang Chun thinks about the fact that his body, which used to be heavy, was now as light as a feather. As they rushed through the mountains, they saw the sun as it was rising. They smiled when they saw how beautiful it was. The scene shifts and we are taken to the Tang family manor. We see Mu Yun panicking about the fact that his master has been gone for a whole day. He wondered if our boy was okay. He hoped that he was safe. While he was thinking, someone told him that they have arrived. When the bodyguard turned around, he saw his master with Seola. Yang Chun jumped into the building through the balcony. He asked Mu Yun about what he is doing there. Mu Yun was shocked to see Yang Chun. He asked him about where he went. He could not believe that our boy left without saying a word. Our boy apologized to him. He told him that it is better they focus on the fact that he returned safely. With a shaky tone in his voice, Mu Yun revealed to his master that he was quite scared that something happened to him. He asked Yang Chun about where he went. Seola told the man that their master mentioned a snake. Before she could say more, our boy used his hand to cover her mouth. With a smile on his face, he told Mu Yun that Seola is spouting nonsense again. He said that they simply went for a walk. The bodyguard asked his master about what happened to him. Yang Chun told him that it was simply a stroke of luck. He was surprised to see that his bodyguard noticed the change in his energy. He remembered that Mu Yun is actually on the edge of becoming a first-rate martial artist. Our boy turned around. He asked Mu Yun to tell him why he senses 2 more people in his room. The bodyguard did not know how to respond. When Yang Chun looked into his room, he saw Soil and Baya eating. Soil became flustered when she saw him. Baya simply continued eating. Our boy asked Soil if she was waiting for him. He reminded Baya that she promised to not bother him again. With a nervous look on her face, Soil said that she was not waiting for him. While chewing her food, Baya told him that she was not actually bothering him. Yangchun did not like the fact that they were there. He asked them to tell him the reason why they came. Baya told him that she came to say goodbye. Soil said the same thing. While they were talking, Seola rushed to their table and began to eat their food. Yangchun was surprised to hear their reason. He asked Baya if her brother is also there. Our boy did not want to get involved with the bastard. Baya told him that he did not come. According to the girl, her brother told her that Yangchun would not be back when she told him that she wanted to visit our boy. Yangchun did not understand why Chunjin would say this. He was not aware of what happened to Machiel. Baya pointed her chopsticks at our boy and asked him about what happened to him. Yangchun was surprised to see that she noticed. He told her that something simply happened. Immediately she heard this. Baya released her energy. She asked Yangchun to have a duel with her. Our boy placed his hand on his bodyguard and said that he feels like fainting from training too much. Mu Yun was surprised to see this. He did not know what his master was doing. When Yangchun looked him in the eyes, he understood his intentions. The man pushed the two girls outside. He told them that his master needs to have his rest. Before leaving, Soil took out a paper. She told him that it is the invitation to next year's Tang weapon exhibition. She told Yangchun that he can choose to come if he wishes. Yangchun accepted the invitation. With a smile on his face, he said that he will see her next year. Our boy actually prayed that he would not come here again. With a flustered look on her face, Soil asked Yangchun to not take things the wrong way. She said that she simply wants their families to be on good terms. While walking with her friend, Soil revealed to her that she was actually worried about Yangchun. She said that she never expected him to be fine. Baya began to blush when she heard this. Soil noticed the look on her friend's face. She became a bit worried. With a nervous look on her face, the girl asked Baya if she likes Yangchun. Baya asked her friend to explain what she means by like. Soil became startled when she heard this. She began to spout nonsense. She quickly regained her composure and asked her friend to not worry about it. Baya asked her friend about her own invitation. Soil revealed to her that she actually gave our boy the invitation that was meant for her. She apologized to the girl for what she did. She realized that she should have prepared 2 invitations. Baya pat her head and assured her that it is fine. This action cheered Soil up. She thanked Baya and told her that she is the best. The girl walked forward and told her friend that she will get her some delicious poison to make up for her mistake. Baya did not understand why she would get her some poison. Before the girl could walk up to her friend, a dark energy appeared in front of her. Baya was not surprised to see this energy. Instead, she put her hands together and told herself that she can endure it. With a smile on her face, the girl said that she and Yangchun will meet each other very soon. In the next scene, we are taken to a huge building. We see Chunjin kneeling in front of a man that appears to be his father. The man reminded his son that he simply asked him to take care of his sister. He could not believe that Chunjin lost one of his guards. He told his son that he is quite immature. Chunjin was annoyed to hear this. He did not understand why Machiel did not return. He wondered if the man failed the mission. The boy did not want to believe that the man would fail because he was a top-rate warrior. He did not understand why the guard did not come back. The patriarch called out to his son. Chunjin raised his head up. The moment he did this, the man released his energy. His energy was ridiculously powerful. Chunjin could barely stay conscious. His father told him that he is not disappointed in him because he lost to some nameless child, or because he used killing strikes in a spar. He told him that he is disappointed because he couldn't clean up after himself properly. Chunjin could not say anything to his father. The man walked past him. He revealed to him that he will not hold him at fault. He told him that he should confine himself for solitary training in the Jade Gold Gallery. While breathing heavily, the boy assured his father that he understands. Immediately he said this, the patriarch took away his energy. While Chunjin was struggling to catch his breath, his father asked him to forget about the incident. The boy was shocked to hear this. He asked his father to explain what he means. The patriarch glared at his son with a cold gaze. Chunjin looked down when he saw the look on his father's face. The man explained to his son that he will understand when he becomes clan head. He asked him not to touch the Gu clan until that time comes. He revealed to Chunjin that they might actually end up becoming in-laws with the Gu clan. Chunjin told his father that he understands. Immediately he said this. He fully understood what his father was talking about. The scene shifts and we are taken to the Gu clan. Yangchun asked the second elder to repeat what he said. Ryan revealed to him that his marriage partner has been arranged. Our boy asked the elder if he is joking with him. He reminded him that they just broke their marriage agreement with the Peng clan. The second elder told him that he heard that the marriage was cancelled because he messed around. Yangchun asked the elder to tell him why the person who messed up is getting another fiancé. Ryan asked him if he intends to live alone his entire life. Yangchun did not understand why the conversation was going there. The second elder revealed to him that he was the one who made the connections. He asked Yangchun to simply accept it. After the second elder left, Siola asked her master if he is really getting a fiancé. Yangchun asked the girl if she really believes him. He assured her that the demented old man is messing with them. The weird thing was that Siola did not even know what a fiancé means. She was just worried for no reason. Mu Yun walked up to his master. He revealed to him that the second elder is telling the truth. Yangchun was shocked to hear this. Mu Yun explained to his master that he went to report on their travel to Sichuan, but the whole clan was already gossiping about his new fiancée. Yangchun couldn't believe that there was a rumor about him that he did not know about. Our boy was certain that most of the clans must have already heard about how he behaved to Peng Aoi. Despite the bad rumors, the clans still want their children to get engaged to him. Yangchun wondered about which crazy clan accepted the marriage arrangement. He went to meet the second elder. He asked him to tell him the clan he is getting engaged to and the person who will be getting engaged to him. Ryan smiled when he heard this. He asked our boy to not be surprised. The first word the man mentioned was Nam. Yangchun was shocked to hear this. He joined the elder to complete the word. They both said the Namgung clan at the same time. Ryan told our boy that he wanted to surprise him. Yangchun did not care about this. He asked the elder to tell him the reason why the Namgung clan would want him to be engaged to their children. Our boy knew that one of the daughters of the Namgung clan must have accepted the engagement for it to actually take place. While thinking, Yangchun realized something odd. He reminded the second elder that the Namgung clan only has one daughter. Ryan told him that he is correct. He told him that he would have met his fiancée at the Tang Weapon exhibition. Yangchun immediately knew who he was getting engaged to. Our boy did not even know how to react. Yangchun told the elder that he cannot marry the crazy bitch. Ryan asked him to not call his future fiancée a crazy bitch. He revealed to him that the clan head made the decision. He asked our boy to meet his father. He told him that he has something more important to tell him. Yangchun was surprised to hear that there is something more important than his marriage. With a smile on his face, Ryan revealed to Yangchun that his sister has returned. Our boy was horrified to hear this. In his past life, the Aura Supreme, who is one of the three Supremes, said that they are in the age of meteors, according to him. As stars pierce the sky and fall to the ground, more and more geniuses will appear every day. The Aura Supreme told Yangchun that he was born in the wrong era. He told him that although he has talent, it is worthless when compared to his sisters. Our boy's sister is known as the Sword Peak. Her name is Gu Wibi. She is the owner of the talent and skill that Yangchun could never hope to get. This was the reason why he hated her. Our boy looked around. He realized that he needed to hide. He decided to go somewhere far. Before he could move, the elder placed his hand on his shoulder. He asked him to tell him where he is going. Yangchun begged the elder to let him go for once. Ryan asked him to stop spouting nonsense. He reminded him that his sister is here. Our boy asked him to let him go. Ryan could not believe that Yangchun was going to ignore his sister when she is home. Yangchun explained to him that he cannot face Wibi because he does not know what she will do to him. He revealed to the elder that he will be gone for a few months. He asked him to not search for him. Ryan grabbed his head. He asked him if he caught something in Sichuan. He asked him about why he is acting immature. He told him that he will knock him out. Yangchun assured the elder that he will be fine if he knocks him out for a month. The moment he said this, our boy hears an explosion at his door. He quickly realized that his sister is coming. The girl burnt the things in her path. Yangchun quickly ordered Mu Yun to block the door. The man was surprised to hear this. He asked his master to tell him how he is supposed to block it. Yangchun asked him to use a plank. Mu Yun placed a broom on the handles. He asked his master if it is smart to do this when his sister is coming. The moment he said this, the man heard someone laughing. He turned to the door. Wibi placed her hand on the door and told her brother that he blocked the door even though she came to see him. She used her energy to slowly burn the door. Mu Yun was shocked to see this. He saw her eye in one of the holes she made. Wibi used her energy to blow the door away. Mu Yun was also sent flying. With a smile on her face, she told her brother that he is rude. Yangchun was shocked to see what she did. Ryan placed his hand on our boy's shoulder before he could do anything. Wibby told her brother that he needs to greet her. Our boy simply said hello. The girl told him that she is happy to see him doing well. She asked him about why his knees are upright. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He quickly went on his knees when she got close to him. She pat his head and called him a good boy. Ryan laughed when he saw this. Wibby bowed her head and greeted him. The elder said that he is always happy to see friendly siblings. Yangchun wondered if he was blind. Ryan told Wibby that he heard that she is doing a great job as the leader of the sword squad. She smiled and told him that he is praising her too much. She said that things are good because the squad members are hardworking. Yangchun did not care about what they were saying. He simply wanted to get up. This is the reason why he did not want to meet Wibby. The girl asked her little brother if he knows what he did wrong. Yangchun told her that he blocked the door and he tried to run away. Wibby asked him if he really tried to run. Our boy realized that he messed up. His sister was never aware of the fact that he tried to run. He asked Wibby if he is in trouble because he defeated Yanxio. Wibby was shocked to hear this. She could not believe that he defeated Yanxio. Yangchun noticed that his sister was surprised. He asked her if there is something that he did to upset her. The girl grabbed his head and told him that it is his engagement. With a terrifying look on her face, Wibby asked her brother to tell her why she was not the first to know about his engagement. She asked him to tell her why he is getting engaged without her permission. Yangchun revealed to her that he just heard about it today. He asked her to tell him why he would need her permission to get engaged. Wibby began to hit him on the head. She told him that he has grown for him to be talking back. The second elder laughed as he watched Yangchun get beaten. Our boy called out to Mu Yun for help. The bodyguard begged her to have mercy. Wibby stared at him with a horrifying look in her eyes. Mu Yun folded when he saw the look in her eyes. He asked her to do as she pleases. Wibby covered her hand with her energy. She told her brother that she is going to teach him some manners again. Yangchun begged her to wait. Seola grabbed her hand before she could punch him. The two of them were surprised to see this. Yangchun asked his sister to not do anything. He explained to her that our girl is a servant that just started working there. He told her that Seola doesn't know a lot. Our girl told Wibby that she cannot hit her master. Wibby let go of her brother. She covered her body with her energy. Her energy was quite much. Yangchun was surprised to see what she did. Wibby asked her brother to tell her who is holding her hand. Our boy explained to her that Seola is a new servant. He asked her to forgive Seola for her mistake. Wibby gathered more energy when she heard this. Yangchun was shocked to see this. He quickly stood up. He wanted to stop his crazy sister from doing something crazy. To Seola's surprise, the girl removed her energy and grabbed her cheeks. She carefully dragged them. Our boy was also surprised to see what she did. Wibby told her brother that Seola's cheeks are as soft as they look. She said that they lived up to her expectations. Yangchun could not believe that she released that amount of energy just to grab our girl's cheeks. Wibby told her brother that he never mentioned that he had a servant like Seola. She asked him to give her our girl. Yangchun told her that he cannot do it. Wibby found this to be interesting. She said that she did not expect her dear brother, who normally gives her everything, to refuse. She told him that she never asked him to get up. Our boy went back on his knees and apologized. While looking at the energy her brother was giving off, Wibby asked him if the elder was the one who helped him. Yangchun was not surprised to hear this. He knew that his sister would eventually notice his growth. The second elder assured her that he did not do anything. The girl was surprised to hear this. She could not believe that her brother changed so much in a few months. Wibby wanted to say something to her brother, but she kept it to herself. She let go of Seola and asked our boy to meet the clan head. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. He asked her if she is done. Wibby explained to him that she is not in the mood to teach him a lesson. Yangchun was relieved to hear this. He moved close to Mu Yun and told her that he will be leaving. Wibby asked him to wait. She threw something at him. When he opened his hand, our boy saw an orb. He took a careful look at it. He wondered if he was looking at a demonic stone. He noticed that he could not sense any energy from it. He asked his sister to tell him what it is. Wibby told him that it is a souvenir. She explained to him that she bought it from a peddler that said it is a good luck charm. She asked him to keep the charm by his side. Yangchun believed that his sister gave him some junk. Wibby moved close to her brother and placed her hand on his shoulder. With a creepy smile on her face, she explained to him that she will show him more love if he loses the charm. Our boy began to tremble when he heard this. The girl smiled when she saw the look on his face. With a bright smile on her face, she told him that she knew he was working hard. Immediately he heard this, Yangchun remembered what she said to him in his past life. Wibby asked him to stay happy. Our boy could not look his sister in the eye when he remembered this. After her brother left, Wibby asked the elder if he truly didn't do anything. Ryan assured her that he is innocent. The girl remembered that her brother was only at the proficiency of 1 star last winter. Compared to Yancio, he was not able to release heat, and he could not move properly. Wibby did not understand how he got stronger. She noticed that his energy art has stabilized and his chi has more than doubled. She found it weird when she heard that Yancio was undergoing solitary training after losing to Yangchun. Ryan explained to her that he is also surprised. He told her that he also had no idea that our boy possessed so much potential. Wibby asked him if he knows what happened to him. The elder found this question to be weird. He asked her to tell him why she did not ask Yangchun by herself. Wibby told him that she could tell that her brother won't explain it to her. Ryan told her that he might answer his sister. Wibby explained to him that she already knew her brother's response from his eyes. She decided to change the topic. She asked the elder if he noticed something about Seola. With a weird smile on his face, Ryan asked her about what she is talking about. Wibby told him that she asked the question because she noticed something off. She revealed to him that she inspected Seola because she was curious. She told him that our girl was only chubby. Ryan became more nervous when he heard this. He told her that she is too sensitive. He assured her that Seola is just a servant. Wibby decided to accept the elder's words. She placed her hand on her head and said that she might be overreacting because she has fought demonic beasts for months. Ryan smiled when he heard this. He could not believe that she actually sensed something off about our girl. He realized that both she and Yangchun have fearsome potentials. He patted the girl on her head. He told her that he is grateful to her. When those connected by blood turned their backs and the whole clan was set against Yangchun, only Wibby stayed with him. With a smile on his face, Ryan told the girl that he is grateful to her for taking care of our boy. He said that he has no worries with her around. Wibby told him that someone has to take care of her stupid brother. The elder advised the girl to be a little more kind to her brother. He believed that she overreacted by getting angry over an engagement. He told Wibby that someone might think she was actually angry at him for getting engaged. The girl released her energy when she heard this. She asked the elder to tell her the whore who dares to touch her brother. Ryan realized that this girl was not normal at all. The scene shifts and we are taken to the clan head's building. He told Yangchun that he heard about him breaking Chunjin's arm. With a nervous look on his face, our boy told his father that he simply tapped the boy's arm. The clan head asked him to tell him why he broke Chunjin's arm. Yangchun did not want his father to ask this question. He let out a sigh out of frustration. He explained to him that Chunjin suggested a spar and he used moves with intent to harm. He told his father that he had to retaliate. The clan head was surprised to hear that the lightning dragon had the intent to harm his son. He asked our boy if there were any witnesses. Yangchun assured him that people were watching. The clan head told his son that he has gained prowess in his skills. He told him that he is happy to see his improvement. He advised our boy to keep working hard. After saying this, he took a sip of his tea. Despite the fact that he defeated the Lightning Dragon and achieved 3rd star, his father was still unfazed. Yangchun was not surprised to see this. This was just how his father always behaved. Due to the fact that he met the Namgung clan, the clan head asked him if he has met Baya. Our boy was startled when he heard this question. He was already waiting for his father to bring it up. Yangchun told his father that he wants to know how the engagement was arranged. The clan head revealed to him that the decision was made by the elders. He told his son that the proposition is not bad for him. With a scary tone in his voice, the clan head explained to Yangchun that the issue with the Peng clan was inevitable. He asked him to not disrupt this engagement. Our boy understood that his father was telling him that there are no second chances. He knew that the issue with the Peng clan was his fault, so he could not defend himself. The clan head took out a paper. He told his son that it will soon be midsummer. Yangchun did not know what his father was planning. The clan head revealed to him that the Hua festival will take place at Mount Hua. The moment he heard this, Yangchun remembered what he and the heavenly demon did to the sect in his past life. He asked his father to tell him what the festival has to do with him. The clan head gave him the paper he was holding. After reading it, Yangchun asked his father about why he gave him. The clan head asked him to bring someone back. Our boy was surprised to hear this. His father explained to him that he will make preparations so that he can leave in 10 days. Yangchun reminded him that he just got back from Sichuan today. The clan head told him that he can decline the quest if he wants. Before our boy could decline, His father explained to him that he will open their treasury and give him a great sage pill if he accepts the quest. Outside the clan head's house, we see Mu Yun and Seola sitting together. Our girl asked the man to tell her when their master will be back. Mu Yun told her that Yangchun may come in the next 2 hours. The two of them ate honey cookies while they were talking. Seola told him that she is tired from the trip. Mu Yun revealed to her that he is also tired. He reminded her that they are our boy's personal guard and maid. He told her that they need to assist Yangchun wherever he goes. Seola asked him if it is wrong for them to be hiding and snacking. Mu Yun explained to her that it is fine as long as they don't get caught. Immediately he said this, our boy appeared. He asked him to stop sitting. Mu Yun was terrified to see his master. While they were walking, the man tried to explain himself to Yangchun. Before he could say anything, our boy revealed to him that they are going to the Mount Hua in 10 days. He asked him to get ready. Mu Yun was surprised to hear this. Seola could not believe that they had to go on a trip again. She told her master that she is tired. Yangchun revealed to her that the order came from the clan head. He asked her to confront his father if she has any issues. Mu Yun asked him for the reason for their trip. Yangchun revealed to him that his father wants him to bring Yanseo back. When he arrived at his gate, our boy carefully looked around. He was relieved to see that his sister and the second elder had left. As he stepped into his room, Yangchun contemplates about the things that are happening. The Namgungs were in Sichuan and his older sister is back home. He assumed that he was going to get a break, but now he has to go to Mount Hua. The stress was too much for him. He decided to skip dinner and sleep in. At night, we see Yangchun sleeping. Someone was standing next to him. The person was holding a bottle of wine and a dumpling. The person raised the dumpling up and said, "Dumplings." Our boy slowly opened his eyes when he heard this voice. Before he could do anything, the person grabs his head and tries to shove the dumpling in his mouth. Yangchun began to struggle. The person turns out to be his sister. Wibby told her little brother that he cannot skip dinner when he is still growing. While shoving the dumpling into his mouth, Wibby asked our boy to chew it. Yangchun managed to break free from her hold. He moved back and asked her about why she is in his room. Wibby asked her brother if she is not allowed in his room. Our boy told her that she is not. He reminded her that this is his room. With a smile on her face, she told him that this means that it is also her room. Yangchun asked her if she is drunk. Wibby showed him the bottle of wine and told him that she is about to be drunk. She explained to her brother that she was worried because he did not show up at dinner. She told him that she brought the dumpling for him. She asked him to stop treating her so coldly. She said that she already feels bad that he is marrying some Namgung skank. Yangchun was shocked to hear this. He asked her to tell him why she brought it up. Wibby was annoyed to hear this. She asked her brother if he likes Baya so much that he would choke when she mentions her. She asked him if he likes Baya more than her. Our boy asked her to save her nonsense for when she is drunk. The girl took a sip of her wine and said that she put in so much efforts into raising him. Yangchun asked her if she can get drunk outside. Wibby asked her brother to tell her what he is talking about. With a smile on her face, she asked him to sleep with her today. Yangchun turned around and told her that she can sleep inside. He told her that he will sleep outside. Wibby told him that he is so cold. Our boy reminded her that they are past the age where they can sleep together. Wibby told him that he is still a brat to her. She drank a large amount of wine in one go and said that it is a really good wine. Yangchun asked her to leave when she is done drinking. While looking at the moon, she called out to her little brother. She asked him if he wants to have a go at it. Yangchun asked his sister to come again. He told her that he misheard her. The girl repeated herself. Our boy realized that he was hearing the right thing. He realized that his sister was really drunk for her to be spouting such nonsense. He asked her to head back to her room. Wibby asked him if he is certain. Yangchun asked her to tell him what she is talking about. The girl pointed at him. She placed her hand on his chest. She told him that she is talking about his energy. Wibby explained to her brother that she does not know the method he uses when he is training. She revealed to him that the large amount of energy he put inside himself is not being absorbed. She told him that this energy can end up hurting him. Upon hearing this, Yangchun realized that the energy from the orb has not been fully absorbed. He understood that a body that has not fully matured cannot take in all that energy. Wibby explained to him that he needs to let this energy out immediately. Yangchun quickly understood that his sister was asking him if he wanted to have a spar to help him. Wibby came down from his bed and told him that this was not why she asked for the spar. With a smile on her face, she revealed to him that she simply wants to beat him up. Our boy was shocked to hear this. He did not know why his sisters were not normal. In the next scene, we see Wibby stretching her body while holding a wooden sword. She said that it has been a while since she fought with her brother. She noticed that her brother wasn't holding a weapon. She asked him if he isn't going to use a sword. Yangchun told her that he doesn't use it anymore. Wibby was surprised to hear this. Her brother had been using a sword until recently. She wondered if he got bored of the weapon. She believed that he was full of himself. She raised her sword and asked him if he isn't going to attack. Yangchun took a stance. He reminded his sister that the spar is to help him release his energy. With a smile on her face, Wibby told him that she will make sure he doesn't die. She asked him to not chicken out. Immediately she said this, Yangchun appeared next to her. The girl quickly sensed his presence. Our boy landed a punch on her stomach. The attack moved her back a bit. Before she could regain her balance, our boy appeared next to her. He covered his fist with a large amount of energy and used it to hit her. The attack sent her flying. Due to the dust that covered the training ground, our boy could not see her. He called out to her to check if she is all right. The moment she heard his voice, Wibby began to laugh. A large amount of fire burst out on the training ground. The flame was ridiculously large. Wibby stepped out of the large flame with her body covered in fire. With a creepy smile on her face, she told her brother that he is not bad. Yangchun could not believe that his sister was still in the 5th star. He was certain that this power exceeds that of a 5th star. He was more shocked to see that she was fine after he hit her with his all-out attack. Our boy became scared. He told his sister that they should end the spar here. Wibby asked her brother to stop spouting nonsense. She took a step forward and spread her flames on the stage. Yangchun had to use his hands to block her energy. While he was struggling, his sister appeared next to him. She told him that the fun is just about to start. She used her sword to hit his hands. The attack sent him flying. He was pushed off the stage. Our boy did not know what would have happened if he didn't block the attack. Before he could regain his balance, his sister threw her sword at him. Yangchun managed to dodge the attack by moving his head. The sword got stuck to a wall. The moment he raised his head up, he saw his insane sister coming towards him. The girl laughed like a mad person. Our boy was terrified to see her coming. Wibby covered her leg with her energy and used it to attack him. Yangchun barely blocked the attack, but Wibby did not give him the chance to rest. She began to attack more fiercely. Our boy barely managed to dodge the attacks. He avoided every hit out of fear. Wibby backed him up to the wall. She got close to her sword that was stuck there. She took out the sword and covered it with her energy. She rushed to attack Yangchun. She stopped her sword before it could touch her brother. Yangchun became nervous when he saw this. She grabbed his hair and tightened her grip on her sword. She asked him to keep his mouth closed if he does not want to lose his jaw. Our boy was terrified to hear this. The scene shifts and we see someone reading a letter saying a person is going to meet their fiancé. The clan head of the Namgung clan was the one reading the letter. With a nervous look on his face, a man tells the clan head that their young miss left the note and ran away from the manor. The clan head was annoyed to hear this. He put the note away and ordered the man to bring her back immediately. In the next scene, we see a farmer harvesting his crops. He threw away the first yam he took out of the ground. He said that the yam cannot be sold. While looking at his crops, the man wondered about when the season will end. Immediately he said this. He noticed that a shadow covered him. When he looked up, he saw a girl. The farmer was shocked to see the girl. The girl landed in front of him. When he got a clear look at her face, he believed that she was an angel. The girl turns out to be Baya. The crazy girl called out to the man. He was surprised to see that she could talk. She asked him for the direction which Shangxi is in. The man raised his hand and pointed at a direction. He told her that Shangxi is east from there. The moment she heard this, Baya thanked the man and began to run. Oddly enough, she ran in another direction. The farmer noticed that Baya left something on the ground. The girl left a silver ingot for him. The farmer could not believe his eyes. The silver ingot was enough to feed his family for months. He thanked the angel for gracing him with such kindness. He just didn't understand why she went west instead of east. The scene shifts and we see the elder talking to Hyagun. He told him that west is where the Mount Hua is at. He revealed to him that he heard that the divine doctor is at Mount Hua. He asked the Sword Supreme about what he is going to do. Hyagun was surprised to hear that the divine doctor left Anhui for Mount Hua already. He already knew that the divine doctor is a man who disappears with the wind, so he never stays in one place. He just never expected the divine doctor to go to the Mount Hua sect. Ryan did not know why the Sword Supreme was looking for the divine doctor. He revealed to him that the information is not yet confirmed. He asked him to follow Yangchun to check for himself. The elder explained to Hyagun that it is a bit hasty for him to reveal his identity after going through so much to hide it. The Sword Supreme realized that the elder was correct. He knew that it would not be smart for him to reveal his identity now. The scene shifts and we see Hyagun on a carriage. He told our boy that he will be accompanying him. He asked him to leave things to him. Yangchun did not know how to react. For some reason, the second elder was also surprised. Yangchun found it weird that the driver took a sudden vacation and the Sword Supreme took his place. He found it odd that Seola and the Sword Supreme were going with him, especially since he worked hard to make sure that their names weren't on the list of people that would go with him. Yangchun wondered about what happened overnight. He could smell something fishy. While he was thinking, the elder asked him about why he has such a worried expression. Our boy told him that nothing is wrong. Ryan told Yangchun that he should be worried about himself. He asked him to try not to beat up other kids. Our boy told the elder that he would not do something like that. Immediately he said this, he remembered how he beat up his own sister, Juliop and Chunjun. He assured the second elder that he will do his best. The elder took out something from his clothes and told Yangchun that he is giving him the item because he trusts him. Our boy asked him about what it is. The moment he said this, he perceived a nice fragrance. The smell came from the pouch. It was quite good. Yangchun felt like he was being invigorated as he touched it. He told the elder that the item looks precious. Ryan assured him that it is nothing important. He told him that it is just a rock. Yangchun asked him if he is certain. Ryan revealed to him that the rock is called the Blossom Stone. He explained to him that the rock used to be one of the 4 treasures of the Manhwa sect. Yangchun was completely lost when he heard this. He stared at the second elder. The elder stared back at him. He gave Yangchun a thumbs up and told him that it is not a big deal. Our boy asked him about why he has the treasure and why he is giving the treasure to him. The elder revealed to him that he won the treasure through a bet over some drinks. He told Yangchun that he forgot to return it. Our boy could not believe that someone bet something so important over some drinks. He was more surprised to hear that the elder accepted it. He explained to Ryan that the treasure should be delivered more securely. Ryan told our boy that the treasure is already quite secure right now. Yangchun asked the elder about what he means. He noticed that Ryan was looking somewhere else. When he turned around, he saw the Sword Supreme. He quickly understood why Ryan said that the treasure is secure. He realized that the elder knows about the Sword Supreme. Before he could say more, Mu Yun announced that the preparations are complete. Yangchun realized that he does not have a good excuse to refuse the elder. He decided to go with it. When he stepped into the carriage, he told the elder that he will be back. Ryan assured him that he will tell his sister that he left safely. Yangchun noticed that he did not see Wibby. He asked the elder about where she went. Ryan said that his sister is probably crying in some corner because he is leaving. Our boy believed that the elder was messing with him. When the carriage began to move, Yangchun asked the elder to give his farewell to his sister for him. Ryan turned to a corner and asked Wibby about why she didn't greet her brother directly. The girl's face had swollen. She explained to the elder that she did not want her little brother to see her crying. Ryan reminded her that Yangchun is not 3 years old anymore. With a look of anger on her face, Wibby told him that her brother is so fragile. On their way to Manhwa, Yangchun called out to Mu Yun. He asked him about the amount of time it will take to get to the sect. The bodyguard reminded his master that he has asked this question over 30 times. Yangchun realized that he was questioning the man too much. Mu Yun explained to him that they need to go several times the distance they have already traveled. Our boy told him that it sounds annoying every time he hears this. Hyagun laughed when he heard this. He asked Yangchun if he is feeling uncomfortable. Our boy became scared when he heard this. With a nervous look on his face, he said that he is fine. Hyagun was the most uncomfortable thing to him in this journey. He could not feel relaxed because he was traveling with the greatest sword in the land. Yangchun noticed that Seola was eating some cookies. He asked her to not hog them all to herself. He asked her to give him a cookie. He said that he needs to eat something to relax, like a greedy pig. Seola told her master that Hongwa gave her the cookies. She told him that he needs to ask Hongwa for her permission. With a smile on her face, Hongwa revealed to her master that the honey cookies actually belonged to him. Our girl was shocked to hear this. Yangchun took one cookie and left the rest for her. Seola was happy to see this. She assumed that he was going to take everything. Our boy did not care about the cookies. He just wanted to return to his house. The scene shifts and we are taken to the Gu clan. We see Wibby sitting with someone. She asked the person to introduce herself. The girl pushed her hair back and introduced herself as Namgung Baya. Surprisingly, Baya managed to make it to the clan after taking the wrong direction. The girl was covered in leaves and sticks. Wibby was annoyed to hear the girl's name. She realized that this was her younger brother's fiancée. She took a careful look at Baya. She noticed her blue eyes and her pink lips. Wibby was surprised to see how beautiful she was. She asked Baya to tell her why she came there looking like a bum. The girl revealed to her that she took the wrong turn. Wibby did not understand how a person ends up looking like this from taking a wrong turn. She asked Baya to tell her why she went through so much stress to come there. The girl said that she came to meet her fiancé. Wibby was surprised to hear this. She told her that the engagement is not yet official. Baya did not know what to say. With a smile on her face, Wibby told the girl that her little brother is not in the clan right now. Baya was surprised to hear Wibby call Yangchun her little brother. With a confident smile on her face, Wibby introduced herself as Yangchun's elder sister. Baya quickly cleaned her hair and corrected her posture. Wibby was happy to see this. She believed that this was the right attitude a person is supposed to portray in front of their in-laws. Baya asked the girl about where her brother went. Wibby revealed to her that Yangchun went to the Manhwa sect. She told her that their fates don't cross paths because the place is too far. With a gentle smile on her face, Baya said Manhwa. With a bright smile on her face, Wibby advised Baya to go back home. Immediately she said this, Baya jumped into the nearby forest. Wibby wondered if she was going home. She called her a bitch for leaving without a proper farewell. At night, we see Seola and Hongwa sleeping together. Our girl used her hand to hit the poor lady's face. Mu Yun was also asleep. Hyegun and Yangchun were the only ones awake. While staring at the fire, the Sword Supreme sensed something inside the forest. He turned to the side. Inside the forest, we see Yangchun let out some energy from his mouth. Due to the fact that his energy was mixed with his breath, our boy was able to tell that he will soon attain 4th star. While he was thinking, he got a bad headache. This was a problem he was facing. When he circulates over a certain amount of energy in his body, it flows against the direction he intends for it to flow in. Our boy needed to break this limit of the 3rd star. He could barely expel his energy, and yet his sister had no issue shooting it out explosively. Yangchun hated the difference in their talent. He found the importance of talent to be disgusting. He decided to stop creating excuses and train more. He began to circulate his energy again. While he was trying to circulate his energy, he caught a scent of something. Yangchun took out the blossom stone out of anger. He was annoyed to see that he couldn't throw it away. He wondered why the second elder wanted him to deliver it. He noticed that the scent is now stronger than the first time he received it. He couldn't concentrate because of the scent of the plum blossom. Yangchun decided to end his training for tonight. Before he could take a step, he saw petals in the air. The petals were quite beautiful. Yangchun did not understand why he was seeing plum blossoms in the middle of winter. He reached out his hand to catch one of the petals. Before he could get one, a spirit appeared behind him and said that he is not a child of the Manhwa. Our boy was shocked to hear this. He quickly turned around. To his surprise, there was no one around him. He was certain that he heard a voice. The spirit asked him to tell him how a child who is not from Manhwa is eating all the energy. Yangchun quickly turned around. He was certain that he was hearing an old man's voice. He did not still see anyone around him. The spirit asked him to tell him the bloodline he came from for him to be greedily eating such a large amount of energy. It told Yangchun that he will get sick. Our boy did not understand what the spirit was talking about. He asked it about what he is eating. The moment he said this, Yangchun noticed that the stone was releasing some energy. He quickly realized that he was absorbing the energy. He fainted before he could do anything. In the next scene, we see Seola and Mu Yun calling out to their master. Yangchun slowly opened his eyes. He was surprised to see himself on the ground. He quickly raised his head up. Seola rushed to hug him. He asked Mu Yun about what happened. The man revealed to him that Hyegun found him unconscious in the woods and brought him back. Yangchun thanked him for saving him. Hyegun told him that he was just doing his job as a servant. After saying this, his expression changed. Yangchun noticed the change in his expression. He pushed our girl away. Mu Yun moved close to him and asked him if something happened to him last night. Yangchun remembered that he was training and the stone emitted a light. He took the pouch out of his clothes. Although nothing seemed to have changed on the outside, the stone seemed to have lost its scent. Our boy realized that he absorbed the energy of the blossom stone with the demon well absorption art and got knocked out. He already assumed that the treasure of the Manhwa would contain something, but he never expected to absorb its energy. Yangchun immediately understood something. He He placed his hand on his chest to check his energy. He noticed that the rings on his energy core had increased. Our boy was happy to see that he had reached the 4th star. On the road, Mu Yun and the Sword Supreme kept staring at Yang Chun in a discreet manner. Yang Chun turned away from them. He understood why they were staring at him. He knew that it was weird that he reached the 4th star overnight. He hoped that they would stop staring at him. While he was thinking, Siola sniffed his clothes. Our boy moved his hand away. He asked her about what she is doing. Siola told him that she smells something from him. Yang Chun found this odd. He also sniffed his clothes. He was certain that he changed his clothes. He told Siola that he even washes himself more often than she does. He asked her to tell him what she means. With a smile on her face, Siola explained to him that he has a really nice flowery smell. Our boy became nervous when he heard this. He told Siola that the smell must be coming from the window. Our girl found this odd. She was certain that he was the one giving off the smell. At the 3rd star, all Yang Chun could do was expel heat, but now that he is at the 4th star, he felt like he could shoot fire without any problems. He wondered if he could do it like Wibby does. Our boy was not certain about it. He believed that he needed to test it. He assumed that an opportunity to beat up someone will appear. Immediately he thought of this. He remembered the 2nd elder warning him to not beat up anyone. While he was thinking, the carriage stopped in a hurry. Our boy hit Siola when this happened. Manhwa asked him if he is alright. He told her that he is fine. He looked out the window and asked Mu Yun about what happened. He noticed that the man's hand was on his sword. He looked in front of the carriage and asked Mu Yun about why he is on guard. Yang Chun saw a young man in front of the carriage. He wondered about who he was. The man put his hand together and apologized for the intrusion. Our boy quickly recognized the emblem on the man's clothes. With a smile on his face, the young man introduced himself as Yang Feng. He said that he is a 3rd-generation disciple of the Manhwa sect. He explained to them that he stopped the carriage because he had something to ask. Yang Chun recognized the man's name. He remembered the older version of Feng asking him about what their sect did to him. Feng was the man who screamed when he saw his sect leader's head on the ground. Yang Chun became uncomfortable. He could not believe that he was looking at a warrior of the Manhwa who he killed with his own hands in his past life. Mu Yun referred to the man as the Blossom Sword Dragon. He asked him about why someone as renowned as him would do something so irresponsible and risky. Feng apologized for what he did. He assured him that he did not intend to block their path. He said that he stopped them because he had to verify something. Mu Yun asked him about what he needs to verify. Feng revealed to him that he wants to check if one of their disciples is in the carriage. Yang Chun was certain that the man was not referring to him. Feng slowly walked towards them. He explained to them that he felt a familiar aura from afar. He said that he is thankful that things are not bad. He told them that he has a question. Mu Yun asked him to not take another step before he could even draw his sword. He and Yang Chun saw some plum blossoms in front of them. They did not know when Feng got close to them. With a smile on his face, the Blossom Sword Dragon asked Yang Chun to tell him why he is emitting the aura of the Manhwa when he is not a disciple. Yang Chun became nervous when he heard this. He realized that he was screwed. Before he could say anything, someone told him that he is screwed. Our boy turned to the side. He saw a tiny old man in a white robe next to him. The man was happy to see that Yang Chun could see him. Our boy could not comprehend what was happening. He believed that he was hallucinating. He cleaned his eyes and took a look at the old man again. The man asked him if he cannot greet his elders. Yang Chun did not know what to say. Feng did not understand why our boy did not give him a reply. He called out to him. Yang Chun ignored the old man. He wondered if he was hallucinating because he trained too hard. The old man was surprised to hear this. He assured Yang Chun that he is not seeing things. Our boy said that he is now hearing things. Feng asked him if something is wrong. Yang Chun was surprised to hear the question. He pointed at the old man and asked Feng if he cannot see the insect-sized old man. The Blossom Sword Dragon asked him about what he is talking about. He found Yang Chun to be weird. Our boy asked Mu Yun if he can see anything. The bodyguard was completely lost. He decided to try to understand his master. He told him that he can see it. Our boy was excited to hear this. Mu Yun told him that he can see the red-headed old man. Yang Chun told him that the man is not red-headed. Mu Yun asked him if his hair color is blue. Yang Chun realized that his bodyguard cannot see anything. He asked him to stop playing games with him. Our boy could not accept the fact that he was the only one who could see the old man. He asked them to look closely. The old man called him a fool and asked him to shut up. Yang Chun wondered if it was a ghost. He could not believe that he got possessed. The old man assured him that he is not possessed. He asked him if he forgot what he ate. Yangshun asked the man to tell him what he is talking about. The moment he said this, he remembered that he absorbed the energy of the Blossom Stone. The old man asked him if he remembers now. He asked him if he can remember the fact that he ate a treasure of the Manhwa sect even though he is not one of them. The old man explained to Yangshun that he helped him out by preventing him from entering a stage of chi blockage after he ate so much energy. He was annoyed to see that our boy called him an insect-sized old man and a ghost. Yangshun asked the old man for his identity. The old man was surprised to hear this. He asked him if he does not recognize him. He told our boy that he does not know anything about the world. Yangshun told him that he must not be famous if he cannot recognize him. Mu Yun and Feng were shocked to see our boy talking to himself. The old man cleared his throat and told Yangshun that he is only going to introduce himself once. He asked him to listen carefully. The old man introduced himself as the Great Mount Hua sect's 8th leader. He said that his name is Shin Chiol. He is also known as the Mount Hua Immortal Sword. The greatest war that occurred before the appearance of the heavenly demon is the Great Blood Demon War. 5 expert martial artists fended off this bloodbath. Even after a century, their names are still mentioned in the history of the Zhongyuan Murim. The person most revered by the Mount Hua sect is the tiny bug-like man in front of Yangshun. Our boy could not believe what was happening. Chiol asked him if he is going to continue comparing him to a bug. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He was certain that he called the man a bug in his mind. Chiol told him that he can hear his thoughts. He asked Yangshun to mind his manners now that he knows who he is. Our boy did not want to accept that Chiol is telling the truth. Mu Yun and Feng were still completely lost. Yangshun took out the pouch and asked him about why he was inside the stone. Chiol revealed to him that he does not know why he was inside the stone. Our boy said that he is useless in his mind. Chiol reminded him that he can hear his thoughts. He told Yangshun that he believed he would know more than him. Our boy told him that he does not know anything. Chiol asked him to tell him how someone like him who is not from the Mount Hua sect was able to absorb the energy of the Blossom Stone. Yangshun did not know what to say. Chiol could tell that our boy knew something. Yangshun avoided looking the man in the eye. He did not know what to tell him. Chiol decided to stop prying. He understood that young people like our boy always have things they want to hide. Our boy thanked the man for not asking more questions. Chiol told him that it is fine. He revealed to him that something is coming. He asked Yangshun to focus on this thing instead. Yangshun did not know what the man was talking about. Immediately Chiol said this. We see some people jump out of the woods. The young men that landed in front of them were wearing the clothes of the Mount Hua sect. Yangshun was surprised to see them. Feng asked him to not mind them. He said that they are not a threat. The moment he said this, Mu Yun hit his knee and got him down. He moved his sword close to Feng's neck. He asked Yangshun to watch out. While looking at the men who pointed their swords at them, Mu Yun told his master that this might be an ambush. Yangshun told his bodyguard that things are not yet so serious. Mu Yun explained to him that he could sense some hostile energy from the moment they appeared. Feng begged Mu Yun to give him a chance to explain. He told Yangshun that he does not know why his sect members are so angered. He assured him that he will be able to resolve things if he talks to them. Mu Yun asked him if they are really from his sect. Feng asked him to look at the emblem on their clothes. He assured him that they are warriors of the Mount Hua sect. He turned to Yangshun and asked him if he will give him the chance to speak with them. Our boy asked his bodyguard to let him go. Mu Yun obeyed his order. With a smile on his face, Feng assured them that he will sort things out. He turned around and waved at the men. He moved close to them and spoke to them. For some reason, the man with a headband punched him in his face. Our boy and Mu Yun became worried when they saw this. The warriors moved close to Yangshun. They put their hands together and bowed their heads. The man with the headband apologized to him because Feng unintentionally put him in a position where he felt threatened. Our boy assured the man that it is fine. He apologized to him that his bodyguard took out his sword before they could understand the situation. Yangshun asked them about why they came so far out. He asked them if something happened. The leader told him that they cannot reveal the information to him because he is an outsider. Feng revealed to our boy that members of their sect have recently been going missing. The leader was surprised to hear this. He reminded him that he was not supposed to give out this information. Yangshun was surprised to hear what Feng said. He knew that the Blossom Sword Squad of Mount Hua is not so weak that they would go missing. He found this to be weird. The leader grabbed Feng's ear and explained to our boy that Feng ran ahead of them while they were searching the forest. He told them that he sensed the energy of a member. Yangshun turned to Chiol. He explained to him that Feng is referring to the energy coming from his body. He asked Chiol to tell him what to do. The immortal sword assured him that it is fine. He explained to him that he has blocked the energy coming from his body. Feng asked the leader if he cannot feel the energy of their sect coming from Yangchun. The man told him that he can sense it. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He asked Chiol if he is certain about what he did. He told him that they can still sense the energy. Chiol asked him to show them the blossom stone. Our boy placed his hand into his shirt. The men were surprised to see this. He took the stone out of his shirt and showed it to them. The men were shocked to see it. They could not believe that they were looking at the treasure their sect leader lost in a bet over drinks. Yangchun could not believe that the sect leader really lost their sect's treasure in a bet. Chiol laughed when he heard what they said. He said that the future of his sect is grim. Feng believed that they sensed the energy of Mount Hua from our boy because he had their treasure on him. The leader asked Yangchun to tell him why he has the treasure. Our boy jumped out of the carriage through the window. He apologized to them for not introducing himself sooner. He bowed his head and told them his name. He told them that he was on his way to return the treasure of Mount Hua that was borrowed by the Gu clan. The warriors were shocked to hear this. They seemed to recognize the Gu clan. Yangchun and Mu Yun did not understand why they were whispering about their clan. The leader was surprised to see that our boy came from a prestigious clan. He apologized again for showing hostility towards him. Yangchun assured him that it is fine. He asked him if there is something wrong with being from the Gu clan. Feng realized something. He turned to Yangchun and mentioned his sister. Before he could complete his sentence, his teammates covered his mouth and hit him. They pushed him down and began to beat him up. The leader told our boy that he does not need to worry about Feng. Yangchun told him that he does not look fine. The man asked him to not worry about it. Our boy asked the man if his sister caused problems for them. With a weird smile on his face, the man said that she did not. Yangchun could tell that he was lying. He apologized to the man for the trouble she caused him. He revealed to him that he will take her back home as soon as they arrive in the sect. The man was shocked to hear that he was taking Yanxiu back home. The members of his squad seemed to be happy to hear this news. Yangchun asked them if there is a problem. The members of the squad cleared a path for our boy. The leader placed his hand on his shoulder and asked him to follow them. Yangchun and Mu Yun were surprised to hear this. They wondered about the amount of trouble Yanxiu was causing this men. The scene shifts and we are taken to the Mount Hua sect. We see Yanxiu knock on someone's door. The person asked her to come in. The girl went in and called out to her master. Her master was an old woman in white. The woman commended her for visiting her every day, even though she is scared of walking alone at night. Yanxiu ran to hug her master. She asked her if her body is all right. The woman told her that she feels better today because she can see the beautiful moon outside. With a smile on her face, Yanxiu told her that she is relieved to hear this. Her master reminded her that her visits will soon come to an end. Yanxiu assured her that she will stay by her side until the end. The woman reminded her that she is returning to Shangxi soon. Yanxiu did not say anything to the woman. With a smile on her face, her master asked her if she dislikes going back to her family so much. With a sad look on her face, Yanxiu said that the people in Shangxi are not her family. Her master was surprised to hear this. She decided not to pry too much. She said that it is not a sick woman's place to speak about someone else's family matters. Yanxiu asked her master to not say such things. She reminded her that she was known as the Blossom Sage before she got sick. The woman said that these are simply words of the past. She wondered about the amount of time she has left. In the next scene, we see someone tear through some demonic beasts. The person tore them apart. The person turns out to be Baya. The energy that surrounded the crazy girl was dark and eerie. Baya closed her eyes and tuned out everything. She was in pitch darkness. When she opened her eyes, she sensed a unique energy. The girl turned around and ran in the direction of the energy. The scene shifts, and we see the warriors of Mount Hua moving with Yangchuan's group. Honghua advised Siola to prepare a lot of food because the warriors are also going to join them. The leader ordered them to split into groups. He assigned the first group to guard duty and ordered the second group to prepare the camp for the night. Inside the woods, we see Yangchun talking to Chiol. He asked the old man to tell him what to do to make him leave his body. Chiol told him that he would not be attached to him if he knew a way. He told him that he would have gone with the children of the Mount Hua sect. Our boy called Chiol an old man and told him that he has a question. Chiol asked him to not call him an old man. He told Yangchun his name and reminded him that he is the immortal sword of Mount Hua. Our boy glared at him. Chiol asked him to not give him a distrusting look. Yangchun told him that he will believe him for now. Before he could ask his question, Chiol stopped him. He asked him not to worry. He assured him that he has no interest in his festering body. Our boy reminded the man that his own body has already decomposed. Cheol told him that he speaks a lot for someone who carries such a nasty thing inside. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. He asked him about what he is carrying. The immortal sword was surprised to hear that our boy does not know what is inside his own body. Yangchun could not believe that there is something inside him. Cheol told our boy that he wants him to answer his question before he can tell him anything. He asked Yangchun to tell him what happened to the bloody demon. Our boy was shocked to hear this. He told himself that Cheol cannot be the immortal sword of Manhwa. Cheol was surprised to hear this. Yangchun revealed to him that the bloody demon was slain by the immortal sword. He asked Cheol to tell him why he would claim to be the immortal sword when he does not know the fate of the bloody demon. Cheol said that he has also asked himself the same question. He revealed to Yangchun that he cannot remember the final fight he had with the bloody demon for some strange reason. Our boy noticed that the immortal sword was being serious. He decided to not pry further. He asked him to tell him what he is carrying in his body. He asked him if he knows something. Cheol was annoyed to hear this. He asked Yangchun to tell him why he should answer him when he doesn't even believe in his identity. Our boy was surprised to see that such an old man was quite moody. The immortal sword cleared his throat and told our boy that he also doesn't know what it is. Yangchun was shocked to hear this. Cheol explained to him that he actually finds it strange that he cannot sense anything. He told him that he has a very violent thing inside him. He revealed to him that he is keeping the thing docile for now. He asked him not to worry. Yangchun could not believe what he was hearing. He asked Cheol if it is quite serious. The immortal sword clenched his fist and asked our boy if he wants to test it. Yangchun told him that he does not want to do anything. Cheol opened his fist. Immediately he did this. A large amount of dark energy covered our boy's shadow. When our boy turned to the side, he saw the energy close to him. It was about to swallow him. Cheol took the dark energy away before it could swallow him. He asked Yangchun if his demonstration is enough. Our boy had already tried to use his fist to defend himself. Yangchun could not respond to Cheol immediately. He was trying to catch his breath. He turned to the immortal sword and asked him about what it is. Cheol showed him his fist and told him that he is keeping the thing docile. Yangchun wondered why such a thing was inside him. Cheol said that he also doesn't know. He told our boy that they have to end things here now even though he has a lot of questions. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. He told the man that he just gave him so many new questions. Cheol asked our boy to look up. When Yangchun looked up, he did not see anything. He turned to the old man and asked him if something is wrong. The moment he said this, we see a bright pink light in the sky. Before our boy could ask more questions, the pink energy moved past him at a terrifying speed. Yangchun was shocked to see the energy so close to him. He quickly turned to the side. He saw someone covered in dust. With a look of anger on his face, he asked the person that moved past him to tell him what he is doing. The person turns out to be Feng. The Blossom Sword Dragon revealed to Yangchun that there is a saying that has been passed down in Manhwa since ancient times. Our boy did not understand what the man was talking about. With a bright smile on his face, Feng told our boy that they need to fight in order to become friends. Cheol said that the spirit of the Manhwa is still intact. Yangchun did not understand what Feng was saying. He asked him if this is how warriors of Manhwa ask others for a spar. Feng apologized to him for his sudden attack. He explained to him that he was excited because he has never seen a fellow martial artist in training. Yangchun was surprised to hear this. He asked him if his sect doesn't have a lot of martial artists in training. The Blossom Sword Dragon did not know how to respond to our boy. Cheol wanted to tell Yangchun something about Feng. Our boy told him that he already knows. He told the old man that Feng is the youngest elite martial artist in Manhwa. To the untalented people, he is like a towering wall. Even if he tried to get along with people his age, he will just make their feelings of inferiority worse. Cheol was surprised to see that Yangchun understood Feng. He believed that our boy must have also experienced something like this. Yangchun told Feng that he will spar with him. The man was so happy to hear this. He thanked our boy for the opportunity. Immediately he thanked him. We see some lightning energy next to him. Feng told our boy that he wants to start right away. Before he could say more, a large amount of lightning was fired at him. The attack was sent through a tree. It sent Feng flying. He was thrown into the lake next to them. Yangchun was shocked to see this. He turned around and looked at the large hole in the tree. He saw our favorite crazy girl with white hair. Baya was surprised to see him. With a bright smile on her face, the girl said that she has found him. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want more of this recap, Let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.